Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to the Scratticus Academy. We are on the finale week, and I'm so sad this game is coming to an end. So before we jump in, please check out the links that are going to come up in chat. That includes the Discord. We have a channel just for this game, so if you want to go yell the theories or favorite bits or whatever, that's the best way to go. Also, YouTube, if you've missed anything, you can go and find the Horoscoops playlist over there. Otherwise, a huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors in the form of the Deck of Many. Please go check out their Humblewood. It comes out next month, and we've got the book, and it's gorgeous. I love it. Otherwise, also Mage Hand Press, which you can see their dark matter stuff used tomorrow in Argo 37. Otherwise, I'm going to hand over to the very lovely Hans. Oh, hi.
Hello, thank you for calling me very lovely for at least, if not the last time for this show. I'm gonna miss it. It's gonna be, yeah, it's one of those things that we've been better for, I think, and I'm just gonna miss it. I'm just gonna leave it like that. That's probably plenty right there. Let's go around and let's talk to our very lovely cast before we talk about all of the other things we're doing. We're gonna start with the lovely Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Hello. I've been promoted to lovely this week, I think, which feels pretty good. So you can find me on the internet at Sarah L. Kinney. I talk about D&D and other cool stuff. In this game, I play Cameron Sheehan, a woman who is red-headed, flannel-wearing, metal-loving in her mid-20s. At the beginning of our wonderful story, she was dead set in her belief that magic was not real and that werewolves are bullshit. And she's kind of come full circle and now has magic herself and is ready to see more magical spoopy beings around town.
I think we're all there where we all want to see more magical spooky things around town at this point. I mean, tomorrow's Halloween in real life, and I think we're all pretty ready for that, especially Sarah. Let's continue on to the very lovely Allison. Hi, Allison.
Well, very lovely. I just want to make note of that. I'm feeling super good about that. Hey, everybody.
Did I say very lovely for Sarah or just lovely? Because that's not supposed to be like a competition thing.
Everything is a competition thing. Everything is a competition thing, which is a great introduction to Josie Conrad, my character in this amazing game. She is a former military super hacker. And she's kind of the boss mom / manager of this amazing and motley crew. Other than here, I can't believe this is ending. This has been such a blast. Great story, great game, great friends. And this is my last game for like the entire year. I've got some big stuff coming up in the next couple of months, but I will be back around after the first of the year. You can follow me on Twitter at Allison Robinson with two L's and a Y, here on Twitch and on Discord at Allie's No Angel, and keep in touch.
I was trying to find the button. I hope all that proves true. We're going to go next to... I almost got out of order. Let's not forget that Alice has a Patreon, which has some very lovely new content that everybody should be checking out, including, like, she's got a very lovely new lens. Let's go on to the very lovely, but not more lovely than Sarah, Alice.
She's just like pitching us against each other now. Yes, I do have a Patreon, and there's a lot coming to the Patreon in the next few months, actually, so keep an eye out for that and go check it out. I'm also White Rabbit Pick on Twitter. That is where you can find me, and I DM for the channel. I'm the headmistress. I should remember that now. I'm remembering the Patreon, forgetting everything else. I'm also the headmistress of the academy. I DM and play on the channel, and I'm gonna miss this group so much and this game because I just love it. Oh, I play Darcy. She's a bit miffed at the moment because she threw herself off a bridge to save someone's life, only to find out that they could fly because they were a dragon. And she was pretty miffed about that because she's also terrified of heights. So she's fine.
I think I led into this a second ago with telling Allison she didn't miss anything, don't worry. So clearly we're doing really well, and truth is just the rule here. That's great. Hey, very lovely Sammy, how are you?
Hi, I'm Sammy. Smallish Sam. I play Lewis. That's all.
Full of details. Excellent. And we're going to have our grand finale, the very lovely Mal.
Thanks. I'm Mal. You can find me on Twitter at Malhadale. I've got a pinned tweet. It'll tell you all the details. I play Sullivan O'Callahan, our hashtag urban druid. He hasn't worn shoes in 6 episodes, I think. So we're doing good on the being a druid walking around town, I could think. And I don't know. Everything else, you should watch the past episodes to catch up. I won't spoil it for you.
That's fair. There is a lot that has gone on in past episodes. Mal has crafted some like very good synopses, but it's tough. We get a lot done in 3 hours. And you know, given that about an hour of that is always eating, like our characters eating something, that's really a lot if you think about it. So I have to go through my list of things because I will forget everything. Number 1, this game is a donation-driven game. There is a horror threshold. It is a thing that is right below my name on the screen. It is starting slightly higher than usual today for some reason, like it's, you know, our finale. And it's at 7. It can go higher. If you would like to make a donation to make that number higher, everyone would appreciate that. That's definitely what they all want. And it will make the game more interesting for people. This is actually a big deal today because we're going to finally figure out what the horror threshold means and why it is. So if you want to contribute, the game is more interesting when that number is higher. That's just a great thing you can do. I mean, again, there's a reason everybody's mics are muted right now. I really appreciate that, by the way. Thank you. We're doing 2 horoscopes today because we're going to do Aquarius and Pisces. I did have a whole series of horoscopes done for the entire zodiac. Yeah. So we're going to read both of these today. They both apply. If you want to just enjoy them along with us, here we go. Aquarius. This morning's energies can be a little chaotic with a minor challenging aspect between Mercury and Neptune, dear Aquarius. Sometimes the best strategy for dealing with this kind of transit is to give up on a quest to be in the know and accept that things are not necessarily clear or conclusive just for now. And absolutely unrelatedly, Pisces. Mentally, you might feel you are in the dark, or you could be fretting or bothered by a vaguely chaotic atmosphere. It's best not to push things. It may be better to go with the flow. As the day progresses, it's a good time for nurturing your ambitions. You're feeling particularly protective of your ideas or projects. Just some general things to think about. So last time, we have this very excellent synopsis that's been done by Mal, and it's so long that the Academy monitor, it's like, oh man, I'm scrolling for days to get this all done. We did a lot last game. In short, we had everyone kind of like figure out some things that were going on. They talked a whole bunch to the various characters. They ended up on the Golden Gate Bridge where there was a werewolf versus everybody else showdown. Several people got pushed off the bridge. Everybody was saved in one capacity or another. Darcy has wings. And as she flew down to save the mild-mannered lawyer who had helped keep horoscopes open, she dropped him in the water, and he swam away, transformed into a beautiful dragon, at which point Darcy took his photograph. We're going to start on the morning of July 5th. This is our last day. And as we're dealing with that, we start with a scene in a penthouse. Not even so much a penthouse, really more of an office, but it's a top floor office. Out in the distance, you can see muted gray tones, clear lines, and like a marble flooring. But here, on a small black pedestal, there's a silver dish of water. And right now, as it kind of shimmers gently, we can see most of the Horoscoops crew. We can see Sullivan, Darcy, Cameron, Lewis, Agatha, Bill, and Sparky, along with Jessica Flores, who is a werewolf, and Amy, who is the local antique store owner. They're all standing around in the Horoscoops office. And as this is being watched, there's a pair of hands with ruby red nails framing the dish. And then suddenly a drop of blood hits the surface of the water. You can tell it's blood because it does that thing where it kind of like blooms out into the water with the red. And right then, This lady looks up, very pale complexion, deep dark red hair, very bright red lipstick, and she looks at Marco Moretti and she says, "It's time. Tonight, they're all going to die." And with that, let's move over to the woods. The woods outside of Santa Cruz at some point in time. So, hey Josie, the last you remember, there was a strong wind. Branches kind of flew about, pine boughs, redwood boughs being kicked up into the air, and there was a deep fog that came to pass all around you. About a second later, you realized you couldn't feel the ground. There was no more gentle pitch, that springiness of the loam of the earth. All of that was gone. There's no scent on the air. Those boughs all flew away. And you find yourself just stumbling and moving, not even stumbling because what are you going to fall over? Just moving through fog. There's no depth, there's no sense of direction, and you've yet to find anything that gives you a bearing. You're not sure how long it's been. What are you going to do?
Josie, her pace slows as she realizes what's happened. Somehow I've stumbled into something or somewhere. And then she stops and turns around and looks behind her. I presume I see the same, this gray fog all around me. Hello? Is anybody there?
There's a long moment where you don't hear any sort of echo or reverberation or anything. You can just, everything is dead. As soon as it leaves your mouth, you can hear the words die and they just go into empty air. And then there is a very faint, shimmery shape coming out of the mist, as far as you can possibly focus. And it's getting a little closer, a little closer. It's shorter than you.
Instinctively drop to one knee into a defensive stance. Although I have a feeling it will do me no good here. You can't stop her from drawing her handgun. Who is it? Don't come any closer.
It's like someone's whispering in the distance. Like you can hear like the outline of words, and then they're getting closer. It's continuing to get closer. And as that happens, there's more and more of a silhouette that's resolving. Their arms are down like this to their sides. I can't do this because you won't be able to see my hands, but their hands are down and out to their sides, kind of like so. And they look like they're walking at a fairly slow pace. And the words will really slowly come to your ears. And it sounds something like, "It's just me, Josie. Hey, it's just me." And as they're getting closer, it's a voice you've heard before in the dream world. You're pretty sure it's Sophia, which is Agatha's mom.
I lower the handgun, but not all the way.
Mm-hmm. And she's
Sophia,
slowly,
is that you?
there. It's amazing how she goes from being so far away you can barely tell there's a silhouette there, to being directly in front of you before you can actually see her. And she's right there. She is a foot away from your face, and her hands are out by her sides, and she says, "Oh, and by the way, she is very translucent. Her opacity is at about 50%. So she's not very here right now." And she says, "Josie, you can see me. Can you hear me now?"
Yes, I can hear you just fine.
Okay. You're kind of trapped. I can take you with me if you want. I can take you out of here.
Yes. How? Where? Where am I trapped?
She just brings her hand out. "Just take my hand."
I holster the the sidearm and stand up out of my crouch. I wonder if I want to make some kind of a roll here. I think what I just want to get a sense of whether this is really her.
Okay. That's something that Josie's good at. We can definitely do that.
What would that be? Would that be
Well, you're really
straight-
good at involving lies, interactions involving lies. So I feel like you're rolling against that.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an intellect roll. The difficulty is going to be 3.
Okay. And a 20.
Well, you're certain it's her. And more importantly, you're certain that she is a ghost. You can feel that ghostly energy.
Mm-hmm.
She is, you've interacted with several ghosts now.
Mm-hmm.
She was originally very vibrant and full of energy. She is very diminished in capacity at this point. And she registers on your ghost senses, but it's kind of like someone's in the next room talking to you. It's not like they're right there.
I reach out and take her hand, and as I do, Sophia, are you all right? What's wrong?
She touches your fingers, and like as soon as you get that fingertip to fingertip contact, everything goes black, and you're in the dream world again. And she is again a shade less opaque. That's what I meant. She's more transparent. And so at this point now, she says, okay, you got trapped in a spell. And okay, Josie, I'm doing something really selfish right now. Because I don't have anyone else I can ask this. And I really just need your opinion.
Of course.
Your friends are going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine, but this is, I'm really sorry. So here's my thing. You've met my daughter. I was like 26 when I died. I knew I was going to die. I've known when I was going to die since I was 10. That's a really tough thing. And I knew I had to write down all of those spells and write down everything I knew about magic since I was 10 so that I could give it to my daughter. It's kind of a lot, but what I'm trying to tell you is I had to plan for that and to basically abandon her because I knew it was going to happen. And the only thing I could do is plan, right? And so what I did was I wrote down everything I knew and I put it in those books, but I didn't just go. The books and the way that Agatha can find spells and the fact that I'm still here talking to you this is kind of, this is me dealing with the fact that I'm dead and I can't do anything anymore, but I don't want that. You know what I mean? I want to be able to help her a little bit, and I know that she needs it right now, and I didn't want to just go. So I have taken a lot of my energy and the things I can do, and I'm actually keeping her from looking at those spells directly. I am actively fighting her. In a lot of ways, I'm keeping things from her. Do you know what I mean? And I need someone who I can talk to about that that's not her, because I know 2 people that can see ghosts and she's the other one. And I need to be able to explain that. Drama dog. And just be able to talk to somebody about the idea that there's a reason I had to do it. I know it's not right, but I can't just totally let go. Does that make sense?
Josie, she's attentive, but this has clearly brought up other thoughts and feelings for her. She just nods.
So, Agatha should be able to just read the books. And she should be able to she should have my powers by now. She should be able to see the future. But I didn't give her everything that she really needs.
I understand that, Sophia. I don't think I understand why yet.
What are you going to do when you die?
I'm actually planning to live forever, so I haven't really thought much about it.
Do you want me to tell you when you die?
Absolutely not.
Do you want me to tell you if you'll have a family when you die?
No.
So I didn't get that choice, right? I knew. And all I can do is plan. But I'm at that point where I have to let go. Otherwise, I know I'm hurting her now. Right now, she needs it, and I have to just give it up.
So give it up.
I can do it now. But can you kind of understand what I'm talking about? Does it make some sense to you?
That you might not want to go?
No, I'm saying, do you think you can explain to Agatha what happened?
I think so.
Because you're the only person who's going to be able to tell her. When I go, that's it.
Sophia, with the greatest respect, I think you're wrong about that.
There's going to be a lot of stuff that she can infer and guess, but this is the last thing that I know, in the same way that I know everything that's happened before. This is the last choice I'm making. And I need to be able to communicate it with somebody. And I haven't talked to a person about me. I've never talked to somebody about me like this, about what it's like to see the future and plan for what you're going to do next. There's nobody who wants to have that conversation with me.
This is beginning to make more sense to me. It's not really about Agatha. It's about you. And that's okay. And that's okay.
But you have to, I need you to be able to communicate to her that this was something that I've been planning for a long time, and it's not because I'm trying to frustrate her and take things from her, but I'm trying to be her mom for just that little bit that I knew something really bad was happening.
Of course.
Okay. And I'm going to go, and I just need you to do your best and see if you can take care of things. And just, if we can get rid of those witches, that would be great. This is the last day, and whatever happens tonight is the end.
Sophia, do you remember your mother?
Yeah.
What do you remember about her?
She died when I was, 20? So she lived quite a long time compared to me. She was a good woman.
And even though she's gone, you still feel her influence, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Wow.
The difference is, she ceded her powers to me knowingly. Really, before I think I was ready for it, but when she knew it was the right time for it. And I guess that's what I'm doing, but it doesn't feel like it's been the right choice.
I wonder if perhaps it didn't feel like exactly the right choice for her.
Yeah, I mean, it's also weird having a conversation with someone where you know what to expect them to say and how you're going to feel at the end of it. But I appreciate you trying to make me feel better about it. Look, I need somebody to just be able to say she didn't feel great about how everything went. And if you can kill those witches, that would be great, because they killed me and I really wouldn't mind that.
I will do my best.
All right. So the other thing I have to apologize to you for is the fact that to do this is basically all the power that I have left that I can do anything with. And you've missed some time.
How much time?
It's been about 2 days.
Oh no.
There's a lot that's happened.
Yeah. Do I want to know what kind of trouble they've gotten themselves into, or what? Is it just best if I'm surprised?
I guess we kind of go with the same advice, right? I guess you just find out how it goes.
They're all alive, aren't they? I mean, I think I'd know if they weren't.
Things are different, but they're still around.
Good. I knew they would be. They're really good, you know. They're young and they're wild and have no idea what they're doing sometimes, but they're really, really good.
Yeah. They're not at all what I expected.
Okay. Where am I then? I mean, not obviously, but where's my physical body? What happened to me?
This is you. I mean, you don't get more physical than this. It's just,
I
just kind of moved you.
That's good. I was a little worried I was maybe strapped across the hood of Hank's truck or something like that.
No. I kind of pulled you out of the time stream and into the dream space, and there's a cost for that. And when you go back, it'll be July 5th.
Okay. Where are you going to set me down?
Back in the office.
Is that where I can do the most good for them?
I just don't think you're going to want to miss anything.
Okay. Is there anything else before you go?
No, thanks. I mean, I don't know what else I can say. I mean, there's a lot that is going on, but you're going to do fine. Did you need anything else?
I don't think so. And Sophia, you're going to do fine too.
Well, I mean, this is it.
This isn't it. There's probably something more, isn't there?
I have to be frank, and I'm kind of glad I'm not sure. I don't think I would be happier if I knew either way.
It must be interesting for you not to know what's going to happen.
I can't begin to tell you how terrified I am. I mean, I have honestly been scared of this my entire life, and Can I give you a hug?
Please.
Okay. Then she puts her hands out, and she kind of like walks up to you and hugs Josie. And she's just dissipating. As you're hugging her, she's just becoming more and more ethereal and kind of fading. And your eyes are opening. And you're back in that spare room in Horoscoops, except there is no futon on this bed frame. You're just kind of like sitting on the edge of this bare bed frame as you wake up. Downstairs, there is loudly hooting and hollering, and you hear a cork pop, which may have been champagne.
I'm sitting. Yes.
You're sitting.
Am I dressed? What am I wearing?
Same thing you were wearing when you were in the woods.
Oh. Is there anyone else in the room? I'm just kind of taking a quick look around.
Nope, just you. There's some odds and ends, but yeah, that futon that you all took to go put Lewis in, that's gone and has not been replaced.
Realizing there's no one else in the room, I kind of like the old sniff check.
It's been better and it's been worse.
I'm sure. I stand there for a moment, make sure I'm just not going to pass out or fall over or anything. And as long as I feel like I'm stable, I step toward the door and walk out of the room.
Okay. In the room downstairs, Bill is throwing a very impromptu party, which, as far as he can tell, consists mostly of opening a bottle of champagne and kind of shouting about the fact that you guys have done it. You did do what you were setting out to do, which is take a photograph of a dragon. So let's set our tableau here, because it's been several hours. Did anybody go home and sleep, or has everybody been just kind of like, I didn't really imagine so. So you've been up all night. It's already been the 4th of July. You took a picture of a dragon. There is champagne now. There is a random takeout all over the desk. Some scattered French fries, part of a taco, a couple empanadas. I don't know what else is going on here, but you guys are all there. And Agatha is there, and she is currently taking a photo of Lewis with a very interesting filter to put on Instagram. And I don't know what the rest of you are doing. So let's go around the ring, and let's start with Sarah. What's Cameron doing?
So I think Cameron, like into the night as things maybe dipped a little bit, excuse me, she has been texting with kind of her online friends, thanking the people who jumped on the bad dragon photo, and helping kind of dismantle that. And I think she like kind of fell asleep in a chair at the table with like her phone on her chest, and she's like kind of like half in her sleep holding like a pair of chopsticks, and there's like a box of food that kind of fell next to her, and she's been kind of like nodding in and out of kind of sleeping and then kind of like, yeah, we did it.
Her chair is turned like at a 45-degree angle from the chair that Jessica is in. You're both pretty asleep, but every once in a while Darcy or Cameron's head kind of like rolls over and she makes like a loud snorting noise, and Jessica pushes you back onto your chair. That's happened a few times. I don't know how many pictures have been taken of it, but that continues on. Yeah, Allison, I don't think that we've had Josie meet Jessica Flores before. So she is currently wearing Darcy's oversized jumper and a pair of, now she's moved into a pair of black leggings that go up to about like her mid-calf, that are probably Agatha's, and they look like they're like about to burst at the seams. And she is asleep in this chair, dark skin, black hair, kind of curly, pulled back into a ponytail. Let's move around let's talk about Darcy. What's Darcy doing?
Darcy is probably still in that really baggy t-shirt, which probably has it looks pretty raggedy at the back, where there's lots of cuts and scrapes and sort of tears in it. Otherwise, she's probably sat there sort of swinging her legs quite happily off the side of the chair, got her little orange sort of felt earphones sort of around her neck as her sports Walkman is playing so that she can still talk to the others, and she's kind of sat there with her box of noodles digging into it, and then every now and then, like especially if Cameron's asleep, like reaches over and takes one of the dumplings and just keeps going. She feels pretty knackered, and she tends to have a much bigger appetite after she's transformed, so she's kind of just every now and then. It started off with, do you mind if I, and now it's just gone to Cameron's asleep, I'm taking it.
All right, and then we're going to continue around and find out what Lewis is doing. What's Lewis doing besides having his photo taken with a filter?
Yeah, apparently he's having his photo taken with a filter. He's probably just going around to everybody and just making sure everybody's in good spirits and just being his overly excited self and talking everybody's ear off.
This is a good filter. It gives you like a black and white photo and then a lot of like rosy cheeks, and you have one of those like slouch berets with a veil. So it's like a very pretty 1920s mafia dame kind of look. It's very good. And Agatha shows it to you and she says, look, you look good.
Oh, okay, if you say so.
She's like, I'm going to post it.
Wait, did you actually say I look good?
Yeah, she has like 16,000 followers, by the way, and she just posted that. Your tag, of course.
That's not what I'm concerned about. I'm more concerned about the fact that she gave me a compliment and she's still not telling me to shut up.
Yeah, she says you should totally wear more makeup like that.
I mean, whatever you want. But also, like, okay, yep.
SoundCloud would be good. Okay, let's continue on to Mal. Let's talk about what Sullivan's doing right now.
That depends. Is Amy here, and is she sleeping or awake?
She is sleeping, sitting upright in a chair.
Okay, so Pockets is definitely with her, and I think Sullivan is literally like that picture. He's just like with his whatever his drink is or his food, just like half asleep, but not all the way asleep.
Yep.
If Lewis comes over and tries to cheer him up, he gives like one-word answers.
So the part that we're at here, Bill has popped this champagne cork from the world's most twist top, broken, like $2 bottle of champagne on Earth. But the important thing is the photo of the dragon is uploaded onto the Horoscoops website, and he's also sent it off to the person who is supposed to be handling everything, Shepherd Poole. So he's feeling pretty good about all that right now. And this is where Josie walks in from upstairs. I don't know how loudly she's walking in.
Josie never walks very loudly unless she wants to. So she's being very quiet, and she'll just sort of stand in the doorway for as long as she can until someone notices.
So who is alert and noticing Josie?
I feel like it'd be Lewis. Because Lewis said they were checking on people and Agatha's actively doing things with him. I think it would be Lewis.
That sounds good to me. Lewis, you see Josie. Josie, you are seen by Lewis.
Guys, it's Josie. What are you? Where have you been? Are you okay?
Agatha says, is she a ghost now? And she turns around.
I don't know. Touch her.
Darcy's like, we can see her.
Don't touch her.
Also, I had somebody else do it.
I was just back on the. Where's the futon?
In the back of the truck.
Oh,
in the woods.
Yeah.
It's kind of still in the woods. We might need to get another one.
Another futon or another truck?
A bit of both.
Okay. So
I still don't know how I'm going to pay for all that. That's crazy.
I mean, technically Cameron got it going, but just...
Magic truck.
Yeah.
Magic truck. I remember this. It's July 5th, isn't it?
Where have you been? I mean, and then suddenly there's that little bit of Darcy where the confidence you can see has grown probably over the last few days, but it sort of retracts again, suddenly realizing she's prying.
Valid question. I think I was in the dream world very briefly. I think that I'm not sure where I was before that. Some kind of spell, I think, but I'm back now. Pretty sure anyway. What are those? Are those noodles?
Yep.
Darcy holds out a box.
Oh my god, I feel like I haven't eaten in a week. And I grab the box and just kind of the closest pair of chopsticks and start going at it. And in between bites. So things are different. Tell me all the things that are different. I'll eat, you talk.
I think Darcy starts like with a mouthful, is like, and moves like some of the boxes away from where Cameron is and turns the screen round to show the dragon. That one.
I step up and look. What is that?
A dragon. No, really? Like
I believe you. You're good. You guys are good. The angle though on this is super weird. Did you get this? Did you get this with a drone or something?
No, I was hanging off a bridge.
You were hanging off a bridge.
Yeah. It's fine. We're all still here.
Judging by the background, it's one of only a couple. Which one?
And she sort of looks a bit like the big one.
Golden Gate.
Yeah.
Nice. Anybody get any pictures of you? Have we seen anything online? I mean, because that would be amazing. Horoscoops photographer hanging off the bridge.
No.
I'm looking to Cameron. Have we looked? Surely.
And I'm like that with Cameron. Cameron.
I mean, yeah. Right.
When you start slapping Cameron, Jessica elbows you full in the neck.
Okay, and I think like when the cork popped too, Cameron like ah, and then she's like, oh god, okay, and she like finishes her bite on the chopsticks, but there's nothing there. She just looks at like, oh, what the fuck, okay, and she spends a moment rewinding the conversation and like coming up to speed. Oh god, okay. Yeah, okay, so there is a picture of us on the internet. But that's, we can talk about that later. It's something that we kind of need you to fix. We need you to fix it and we can talk about it later. The important thing though is we did get the picture of the dragon and it's, oh my god, Josie, it's doing so well.
I kind of walk up to take a look at the traffic numbers.
They're very good. They're very good. People are back to work after the 4th, and it's been just at exactly the right time. Additionally, Bill says, yeah, and I'm going to need you too, because we're going to have to go get a meeting with Shepherd Poole about this. We're going to get paid. Let's go get paid, you and me.
I like the sound of that, Bill. Is there any orange juice in the fridge for this champagne? Well, wait a second. What time is it? I just woke up, so I'm assuming it's morning, but
Toss that, and then realizes she doesn't have a watch anymore either. Is trying to look at her phone. Is it like early hours of the morning, Hans, or?
I'm feeling more like it's like 9 o'clock. Any objection to that? It's 9.
Yeah.
Holds up her phone.
Okay. Okay, what else? There's new people. Hi, I'm Josie.
Jessica looks at Josie and says, "Sup?"
This is my roommate, Jessica. She's remember that werewolf I told y'all about? She saved me from that guy. Yeah, you're oh, that's right. We're and like camera kind of leans forward to like kind of talk to Jessica like softly, but knows everyone can hear. Yeah, you're not getting out of talking to me about that later. You know that, right?
They were all there on the bridge, like, what, 5 hours ago, whenever that was? Like,
yeah, but Josie wasn't. I mean, I know. And we're also going to talk about that more later. Right. Yeah, you were kidnapped. How did that even happen?
stupid stuff, nothing.
I mean, you did always say Manny was crazy, but I just thought he was a like regular run-of-the-mill idiot cousin, not like a murderous push you off a bridge to get a witch's book kind of cousin.
Being a werewolf is kind of like a big deal emotionally. There's like a lot that goes on. Aren't you supposed to be talking to your friend?
No, I mean we're like all talking here, Jessica. I know you're not.
You're just standing here watching us talk.
Yeah, that's how it works sometimes.
And I'm her boss, actually.
See, this is managing up.
I don't work here either way.
Darcy's head's down in the noodles, like looking from side to side, like.
But you.
I think Sullivan snorts.
If anything, Darcy takes a seat next to Sullivan just to watch.
Well, if you don't work here and you've heard all these conversations about dragons and werewolves, we're probably going to have to kill you. I'm sorry about that, but.
And she's like,
she's a werewolf.
Halfway got her
Josie.
jumper off at this point. She's like, we can do this now.
Yeah, and Sullivan's just like, she's a werewolf, Josie.
Don't make holes in my jumpers.
I mean, I'm just gonna take it off. We can just do this. Come on.
She's trying to pull it down.
Yeah,
So,
like crazy strong.
Cam, your roommates. We've been looking for werewolves this whole time, and your roommate's a werewolf.
Yeah. And Jessica, if you would like to go into that in detail now, that'd be great. Or we could like do coffee later. It's kind of up to you.
Maybe
We
the
could-
second one. We'll see.
We could do an exclusive.
I don't think werewolves are really big on press. I mean, I know I'm not. And what is it, Thursday? I mean, technically, I have class in like 2 hours.
Oh fuck yeah, you probably gotta go. I mean, are you okay?
No one's gonna be in the lab this morning. No one's gonna be in the lab. It's fine.
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah.
safe? I'm fine.
What's the student loan debt situation looking like, Jess?
I mean,
As-
I have like scholarships.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm sure any residuals from an exclusive, but you probably don't need any of that. Well, don't worry about it. Forget I ever said anything. It's just kind of, sorry, it's what I do. Let's see who's next. Lewis.
What? Nothing new happened.
Nothing has changed.
Nope, I'm the same old Lewis.
Agatha points her phone at you and says, "Look how much cuter he would be though if we like did his makeup."
I'm the same old Lewis.
Okay. I'll hold you to that, Lewis. Sully,
Yeah.
anything I should know about?
That's Amy. She runs the antique store.
Oh, hi, Amy. Nice to meet you.
She's asleep.
Oh,
Amy is still asleep. Yes.
yeah, okay. Also briefed up on the whole cryptids thing?
She was kind of kidnapped by the werewolf. That was the cousin that you just overheard a small part of.
Ah, it's all coming together now. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think I'm good. Bill, you said something about getting paid.
Bill says, yeah, you and me, we've got to find a meeting with Shepard Poole, see how we get to know him, get that $1 million. We need that.
Okay. And you feel like just you and me is the right mix of the team to go and take care of that.
This is a business meeting. I mean, honestly, all of these people are totally crazy. They are not prepared for this at all. You guys did great taking a photo.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if you picked up on this, Bill, but I just vanished for 2 days and reappeared in the storage room.
You're still their boss, right?
I look around. I'm just looking for confirmation, kind of comically.
Sullivan just goes, oh yeah, you put me in charge. I hereby officially relinquish being in charge back to Josie. Thank God.
Like Darcy sat there looking an absolute mess, like in a shredded t-shirt, hair's half standing on end, and she's got a mouthful like,
Bill says, no, I'm actually all of your bosses still. I know I'm not very good at it, but...
Oh, come on, Bill.
Josie's in charge.
Yes, I am. All kidding aside.
So we got to get this meeting, and I think you may be able to figure out how to talk to Shepard Poole quicker than I could.
Okay. Does this involve computer hocus pocus?
I mean, don't you think it'd be faster if you like look some stuff up?
Probably. All right. I mean, I was hoping to enjoy a mimosa here, but...
I don't know if I have any orange juice, but I will go look in the fridge right now.
All right. So I'm going to sit down at my desk and pull out my laptop and start digging. Kind of yawning occasionally.
Yeah, he's our in-universe Elon Musk type figure. He is a startup leader. He's the kind of guy who has a lot of things to do. And today he is staying at the Ritz-Carlton. You found that out pretty easily. He's taking meetings downtown. There's a startup that he has for self-driving cars called Otto, which, by the way, I mean, it's a really good startup name. Someone's going to steal that from me for sure. But he has meetings scheduled with them like all day long. And I mean, you could get into his personal planner and schedule yourself something if you wanted to.
You know what I really want to do is I want to get his personal cell phone number and send him a text.
Yeah, okay. It sounds like an application of hacking the impossible.
I was hoping you'd say that. Yes, so you can persuade automatons, machines, and computers to do your bidding. So that is an action intellect.
Just go ahead and spend 3 and we'll call it good.
Okay. Got it.
So with that, you have his phone number.
So I will send him a text. I'll send him a text from my magical cell phone that protects it from being tracked or traced back to me or to us. At least under almost all circumstances. Who knows with this guy, he might have something that even I'm not aware of. But let's see. So he was after the dragon photo.
He's the person who's made that boast that he will pay $1 million for a photo of a dragon.
Yes. So I send a text that says, I've got a dragon photo to show you. Let's talk about the $1 million. And I will sign it with my actual name, Josie Conrad, and Horoscoops below that.
Okay. So you do that. Bill is walking back into the room. He is holding a mimosa. He says, okay, there was not a lot of orange juice left. And as he says this, he begins to trip over, let's say, Cameron's duffel bag that's on the ground, like messenger bag. And as he trips and the glass goes flying out of his hand, Agatha stands up, like she looked like she was just kind of like casually standing up, and one hand grabs the glass while she is still Instagramming with the other hand, and she goes, "Oh," and she hands you the mimosa. Lewis, I got to talk to you in the other room.
Oh, okay.
Come on. And she walks up the stairs very quickly.
I will follow right behind her, trying not to trip.
She walks into a room. You walk into a room. She closes the door. She's doing that thing where her nose is an inch away from your nose as she talks. Lewis, I can see the future.
You couldn't see it before, right?
No, this is new.
Oh, okay. Oh, and that's why you okay, I get it now. Okay.
We have not very much time. They're going to break the wards tonight.
Okay.
We got to do something about that.
Okay. What are we going to do about that?
We're going to have to go back to the Salesforce Tower and take them out.
Okay. I mean, yeah, are you okay?
I don't know right now. This is a lot of stuff.
That's understandable. And he kind of just goes and gives her like a nice tight hug.
She is super tense.
Yeah, and that's what. Yeah, and he kind of just squeezes, and he's like, "It'll be okay. I'll help you. I'll help you through this. I know it's gonna be rough for a while, but I'm here for you."
There's a lot of stuff we've got to get exactly right today.
Yeah. I'm not surprised, but I think all we have to do is, as cliche as it sounds, try our best. And
yeah, I need you to get us into the Salesforce Tower.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, I'm gonna sit here on my bed.
Okay, do you want me to go tell them that we need to do this?
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell them that you can see the future, or do you want me to hold off on that?
I would say if it comes up in conversation.
Okay. It's me, so I'm not liable for my actions in case it doesn't come up organically. We both know how much I talk. Okay. Okay. It'll be okay. And then he like awkwardly pats her and is like, "Okay, I'm gonna go downstairs. Okay. Okay. Okay." And he just like keeps repeating like, "Okay," as he like slowly inches back and then closes the door and goes downstairs.
Yeah, she's sitting very awkwardly on the very edge of her bed, and her eyes are like racing back and forth. So.
Oh boy. Okay, so Lewis rushes downstairs and is like, you guys. So Agatha can see the future. Very organic way to bring that up, right? Yeah. In case she asks, I brought it up organically. It was part of the conversation. The witches thing is happening tonight at the Salesforce Tower. Like, we need to go.
The witches thing. I feel like earlier when I said what had changed, it feels like the witches thing should have been on somebody's list.
And okay, so in our defense, it didn't really change. It just got worse.
So that's changing. So getting worse is changing, but we're quibbling at this point. Just it's define the thing. Just define the thing.
We have to go fight a bunch of witches, or else they're gonna. We have to kill the witches before they kill us. That's kind of what I've gathered so far from this.
Okay.
Jessica is standing up, and she says, "Well, I'm out then. Good luck to you all."
All right, wait, Jessica, are you sure you're good to go?
I'm fine. I'm not going to go kill any witches. Have a good time.
Okay,
He starts
well,
walking to the door.
I guess let my aunt know if I don't come home
No
tonight.
promises.
Okay, thanks.
She walks out the door.
Have fun in the lab.
She's not gonna like tell the witches, is she? You trust her?
Nah, she's got like no friends, so I mean, you saw why, right? I'm like one of the 4 people she talks to, so it's cool,
Okay,
and it's probably cool. I don't know.
that sounds legit. So the witches are in Salesforce Tower. That also sounds legit. I have no trouble accepting that. Okay. Kind of looking around for Bill.
Bill is sitting here with noodles in his mouth going,
Bill, you're down with this whole supernatural assassination thing? It seems a bit outside of our typical responsibilities.
how could I possibly stop you if I wanted to stop you? This is well outside of what I can do. And again, this is really Agatha's department. But you and I, we need to make this meeting happen.
Okay. It's really interesting that you just understand and accept that so well.
I mean, we've had a werewolf, a Bigfoot, and a dragon, and I have done nothing about any of those things, and they've all turned out fine. I mean, I'm just not equipped.
That sounds like trust to me.
Darcy's at the back, like shoveling in more noodles. She's like, one other thing we should probably be aware of, just so you know, no surprises. My brother might end up being there. It's just something he does. You know, he sort of turns up at the most inappropriate moment, so.
Okay.
Goes back to the dumplings.
Okay. Are you chilly, Darcy? It just
No, why?
just all torn up back there. How did the dragon do that? You're okay, aren't you?
Oh, I'm great. Like as you again, like reaching, even though Cameron's awake now, like reaching over. So I'm doing really good actually.
Okay. Lewis, did Agatha say anything about how much time we have?
Tonight.
Okay. So before tonight.
Yes. Or maybe at tonight. I'm not entirely sure. But she said tonight. Something about witches. I think a ward. Maybe not. I might have just made that up.
Seems like a detail we might want to clarify.
Should I go ask her?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, what am I asking her again? What exactly do I need to ask her?
How long do we have?
Right. Okay.
A door opens upstairs, and she says, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
You've got 12 hours.
Okay.
We've got 12 hours.
Could we do it before 9 o'clock?
You have to do it before 9 o'clock.
Got it. Thank you. Thanks so much. Sorry to interrupt.
You're welcome.
I was, yeah. Okay. I wonder, Bill, we really need to go do this whole have the money convo today.
I mean, if you want me to go by myself, I guess I can go, but we need to get paid, and we need to get out of this arrangement that we're in right now. This is not stable.
Okay. Well, I wonder if maybe you and I can take care of that quickly, and the rest of the team can begin to scope out the Salesforce building, figure out how we're going to get in, where they are. Not do anything suspicious.
Opens again. Thump, 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 thump as Agatha walks down the stairs in her heavy boots. Look, they were all there yesterday. They know where the thing is. They're on the top floor with Darcy's brother in his law office. And Lewis is going to get us in there. He's going to talk to his dad.
Cool. Sounds like this whole thing's under control then.
And your phone's about to beep. And your phone beeps. And it is Shepherd Poole.
And the message says, tell me more. Text back. That's what meetings are for. And I send him with it a gif of somebody going, duh. And then I just pick a time that I know is open on his calendar.
The only open time that you saw on his calendar is in the next 30 minutes, right in the lobby of the Ritz-Carlton. So you've got that.
We'll meet you at the, what's the lobby bar in the Ritz-Carlton?
I'm not sure what the name of the lobby bar is. The upstairs bar is the lounge.
Yeah, there's a lobby coffee shop. So I text him, we'll meet you in the coffee shop in the lobby in 10 minutes.
And takes a second, and you just get a thumbs up.
And all right, Bill, meeting set 10 minutes at the Ritz. Let's go.
Yeah, and he puts the noodles down. Okay, and he goes over to his door and hangs a tie over his shirt and does that thing where people put a tie on.
Yeah, that's super good. Wait, you might want to just loosen it up a little. We don't want to intimidate him too much. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Hey, we can take my car. There's only two of us.
Absolutely.
Okay. So with that, off go Josie and Bill. So let's talk about what everybody else is doing. We're going to go around the clock again. Sarah, we have any follow-up for Cameron here?
I think Cameron's like getting psyched up, and I think we see Cameron kind of like sparking her magic powers a little bit. We see her like power armor come on and off as she it's kind of like doing a little workout, I guess, before you're gonna go run a marathon. I should not talk about workouts or anything in that realm.
It's good. It's good. No one's going to judge you on that. Okay, we know where Josie's going, and what is Darcy doing?
Darcy's going through like if there's a lost and found to just see if there is something slightly warmer, because she has a feeling it's going to look weird if she walks outside in a shredded t-shirt.
Agatha throws a long peacoat down the stairs.
And she sort of looks at and sort of slides her. Thank you. Like, really, it's probably a little bit too big for her, but she'll stand there.
It's a little bit smaller than you, but it's a big coat.
Yeah, I could hide so much stuff in here. Like, she's sort of like opening it and closing it.
So there's that. Okay, what's Lewis doing?
Stress eating.
That is a good choice. I support this choice personally. Okay, and what's Sullivan doing? Amy is awake, by the way. We did this in private chat. Everybody knows this.
I think Sullivan just noticing Amy woke up, he just was watching her reaction to all the stuff getting talked about. He's just like, you should probably stay here for the day.
She says, I can just go back to my shop.
Yeah, but there are wards here, so that might, if things go...
Like magic wards?
Yes.
Huh.
So I feel like here is safer than your place.
Okay, I can do that.
And like when you asked last night about the magic, you could ask Agatha. She knows more than I do.
She's the one who's upstairs throwing things at us.
That can now see the future, yeah.
I think I'm going to skip that.
Okay.
All right, I guess I'll just... She turns to Sparky and says, do you live here? And Sparky nods. So she says, is there a bathroom? Can I use the shower? And they go back and forth about that.
I think then he looks at Pockets, who's awake too, and is like, are you gonna stay here? You coming with me? What are you doing?
What does Pockets decide? Well, that sounds about on point. Don't make him choose, Dad.
Don't tell me what to do, Dad.
I have real life sympathy for that. Yes, good. So with that, we are going to figure out some events. While everybody kind of thinks about what their prep is and how they're getting going, Bill and Josie are driving just a little ways away over to the Ritz-Carlton. And Bill is driving his 1998 Toyota Celica. It's a 2-seater. It's baby blue. It has been badly weathered over the years. It is not ready to be driven to the Ritz-Carlton, but it's being driven there.
Mm-hmm.
And as Bill pulls up and hands the key awkwardly to the valet, and you all walk inside. Okay, so Shepard Poole, guy's worth $1 billion. I mean, he should be able to just write us a check for $1 million if he really wanted to. I am not really sure what I'm going to say.
I could. I'll follow your lead, Bill, or I'll lead. Up to you, really. You're the boss.
I mean, it's not really like closing a new advertising deal. This is a lot. I've talked to people before, but this is a big ask. This is $1 million ask.
Yeah.
Okay, if I don't say something right away when we get in there, and if I look like I'm about to look really stupid, maybe you can just say something and help me out with that. How about that?
I'm really good at that.
You really are. Thanks, Josie. I would give you a promotion or something, but we kind of have to make this money before there is any money, because we're going to be lucky to cover the next payday at this rate.
Yeah, got it.
Because I'm probably going to get my knees broken.
Oh, let's talk about that when we're on our way back. That's new. That's one of those change things.
No, it's the same thing. You remember you saw me out by that bar and they were going to beat me up and you stopped them. It's all the same thing. It's only been a couple days. Isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
I fixed that, but okay. All right. And I had Cameron get me a low-res copy of the photo before, either Cameron or Darcy, whoever could have gotten it for me before we left. So I've got something to actually show him here.
Sure. So you're showing up in the lobby bar or the lobby cafe for the Ritz-Carlton, and sitting in a very nice armchair, hands crossed, wearing an ascot and a white shirt is Shepard Poole. Shepard Poole's he's 50-ish, one of those ambiguous 50s, somebody who has a lot of moisturizer and has maybe had some work done, and his hair is asymmetrically cut in just the right way for somebody to have spent. It looks like they spent no time, but have clearly spent a lot of time, or someone else did, getting them ready in the morning. Sitting there, white shirt, ascot, blue jeans, loafers, and just looking around. It doesn't really matter who comes up and talks to him.
You need me to make a roll for hiding how much I hate this guy.
Do you feel like you were really hiding it?
It's the blue jeans and the ascot. And the loafers. That combination. I'm just Josie's just rolling her eyes internally so hard. One of these guys.
Are you more mad about the fact that he's wearing that, or are you more mad about the fact that next week everyone else will be wearing that?
Yeah, kind of both. Mm-hmm. I just know these guys.
Yeah, he is that guy.
Yeah, okay.
In text underneath his name, in his little character avatar, it says that guy.
That guy. So, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, of course it does. So I'm yeah, I'm just gonna follow Bill's lead here.
Okay, so Bill beelines straight towards him. A waiter comes up at about the same time that Bill is about to walk in front of Shepard Pool, and just walks straight in front of Bill and hands him an espresso coffee. And Bill, like, stands here like this for a second, and then the waiter's walking off, and Shepard Pool is sitting here drinking the espresso. And Bill's just like frozen in place.
Waiter,
The waiter turns around.
can we get 2 more of those, please?
Of course. And they walk off.
I'm trying to buy Bill a little bit of time here. Does he look like he's 404'd on me?
Maybe a little bit, but he's like trying to straighten his tie and trying to get himself back together. He's working it up.
I kind of take a step forward. Mr. Poole.
He puts down his little espresso cup. Are you Josie?
That's right. I hold my hand out. Josie Conrad, Horoscoops.
He has one of those handshakes where he doesn't actually do anything with his hand. He just lets you shake it.
Thank you so much for having the time to meet with me. I know you're very busy today.
I honestly have just enough time to finish this coffee, but tell me about the opportunity you see here, the thing that you think you've done.
I pull up the photo on my phone. This
Someone
is
sent me this on Twitter earlier, yeah.
Somebody sent you this photo on Twitter.
The website on Twitter. Yeah.
I look at Bill. In my head, I'm like, would have been good to know. Great.
I mean, it's on the website. It happens sometimes. And he says, yeah, yesterday I had one that people were sure was going to be real, and it was proven to be photo. Oh, it's you. You all did the same thing. It's the same group. He's pointing at your like a website page as he sees it on the Twitter link. That's the same group. So you all discredited that last dragon post, and now you've got a real dragon post. I mean, It does look a lot better. You've got some fireworks going on in here. That's really nice.
Mm-hmm. Right. And
so, I mean, let's talk about this prize. And he like does a finger snappy thing, and it's of course totally inappropriate. There's no waiters anywhere near him, and the bartender walks around from the lobby bar and says, "Yes, Mr. Poole." And he says, "I need some more chairs over here. I'm going to need chairs for my friends." And so this poor bartender, you see him like walking all the way to the back and grabbing chairs and walking them over. So now you have an like impromptu 3-person setup right here in like the mouth of the lobby cafe. Okay, take a seat. Tell me about this opportunity. And Bill's like,
opportunity. I'm really just here to make arrangements for transferring the reward.
Okay. He sits down, puts his legs on top of the table that is not a ottoman, and crosses his legs. So again, you want me to give you $1 million for photo? And I admit I made that exact boast. Let's talk about what it's going to do for me. And we're going to fade away from this scene and back into the Horoscoops office as we talk about how this is going to go, and you can formulate your plan and all the things you want to get out of it. You got to be really careful when you chew on little cacao nibs. They come back to get you. It's deserved. Okay, in the office, Lewis, have you made your phone call yet? Are you ready to make your phone call?
Oh, I was just gonna show up, but yeah, I'll make a phone call.
You don't have to. You can just show up if you want to do that.
Well, I feel like I'll make a phone call.
It's your choice.
No, I'll call him.
Okay. Cell phone, office phone, where are you calling?
I'm gonna call his cell phone.
Okay. You get that thing where you push the button, and then as soon as you think you've pushed the button, you hear, hello, and there's that whoosh, where it's pretty clear your dad's probably driving.
Hi. It's Lewis.
Lewis?
Yes, that's me.
It's loud out here, son. What do you need?
Do you want me to call you back in a second when you get done?
No. Call me back now. Talk to me now. I've got a meeting in a few minutes.
I was wondering if I could get into the office today.
Yeah, I'll be in the office later today.
What time is later today?
I'll be in the office in about 15 minutes.
Okay, and if I show up and talk to the security guard, they'll let me in, right?
You want to come see me at the office? Yeah, come see me at the office. That's fine.
Yep, okay, I'll do that. Can you just give them a heads up? I'm also bringing some friends down, too.
Okay, I'll put you on the security list.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Well, I did it, guys. We're good. We can go now. Or, no, we can get there in greater than or equal to 15 minutes from now.
So, like, Darcy stood there with the sleeves that are too long to this coat as she's moving her arms. So we're just strolling in?
I mean, Agatha said that I should get us all in, and how else am I gonna get us all in?
There's some stomping down the stairs as Agatha comes out, and she's like shouldering a big backpack as she goes. Okay, we're ready, right?
Yeah. You're coming with us, right?
Yeah, I think I have to come with you.
Okay. You know we might. Okay.
We might what?
Nothing.
Lewis, she said she can see the future. She knows what's gonna happen.
No, that's it's nothing.
So we're going.
Okay.
And Cameron's like lacing up her boot. Like she's giving her boots like a nice tight, I'm ready for this relacing.
And Darcy
I don't want to wait
walks
till
over
nighttime.
to Agatha and is like, do you have any shoes as well? Just, just as she stands there in like her stripy socks.
She like reaches into her pocket and throws like a pair of like those black flat sneakers on the ground. They're like Keds.
Thank you. She's like, Darcy starts like lacing those up as well.
Or should we wait for Josie, or should we just go?
I think we should just go. I think Josie's probably going to meet us there.
Okay, I'll text Josie. So I'll send a quick text just saying like, hey, I got us in to the building. We're gonna head there now because Agatha says we should.
Also, none of us have a car, so we're pretty much walking or taking the
It's not that far of a walk.
It's downhill, right?
downhill.
Yeah. Let's go.
And with that, Agatha just walks out the front door.
Oh, she's going. Like, and then Darcy sort of hurries up as she's putting the last of this like plimsoll on and heading out.
Sullivan will just wait long enough to make sure Amy's back from whatever, and like apparently Agatha's coming with us.
You might be there for a while because the shower is going right now.
Well, he's kind of a dummy, so he's gonna go and leave a text instead.
There you go. Okay. Cutting away. Back in the Ritz-Carlton lobby.
Mm-hmm.
Josie, what's been your leading argument? What have you told so far that Shepard Poole? What's the reasoning for him giving you $1 million right now?
Yeah, Josie's actually not playing this game at all. It is so what's in it for you is the joy of that feeling of integrity that comes with keeping your commitments, and $1 million less in your massive bank account. That's what's in it for you.
I mean, you're right. I really won't miss it either way. And I mean, if there's one thing that Elon's learned, it's you don't go around telling people you're going to do something and then you're not going to do it, then you're going to do it, then you're not going to do it. That looks very bad.
Exactly. Like you're going to build this hyperloop train or whatever, and then it doesn't happen. You're going to go to Mars. Where are we? Who wants to be that guy?
Right. Yeah. I don't want to be him. No, let's not do that.
Yeah.
So
you can just make it out to Horoscoops or we can do a transfer, bank transfer. Got the information.
How many people are in your office?
Why is that relevant?
I mean, we're talking business now. This is definitely a business transaction. Either way, how many people do you have? I mean, I'm guessing it's a small shop.
So I asked the question, why is it relevant? And you said business, numbers, something, and that didn't really answer the question.
You are definitely not the owner. You're definitely the manager because you've got everything dialed in. This guy looks like he's going to have a heart attack. I'm guessing he's probably the guy who's actually holding the checkbook, but you're the one who actually gets stuff done, and I can appreciate that. So two things. Either number one, I can just buy the whole operation. I will buy your whole operation right now for $1 million. We can do that immediately. I'll write the check right now, and he's pointing a bill. Or for you, young lady, would you like to come work for me? And I will pay you $200,000 a year right now. And you can operate the exact same shop with the exact same team. You name their salaries, and we'll just put it next door.
Oh. Yeah. The video that I saw, I mean, I could call the video up here. The video that I saw, it was just $1 million for the photo, for proof.
Okay, sure. I mean, yeah, people get high on a podcast and they talk about dragons and people want to extort $1 million. That's fine. We can do that too. How about that? How about I pay him $1 million and you come work for me?
Did you watch Sesame Street at all growing up? Do you remember the skit? Did you remember the skit where the Cookie Monster goes into the library and he's like, I want cookies. And the librarian's like, no, we don't have cookies. We have books. And Cookie Monster's like, well, then give me a book about fire trucks and a box of cookies. And the librarian's like, no, we don't have cookies. We just have books. It's like, well, yeah, okay, well then give me a book about Mexico and a box of cookies. That I feel like you're doing that with me right now. You made a commitment.
While you're talking, he is motioning at a waiter behind you with his espresso cup.
Like you made a commitment for $1 million for the photo, and now it's like $1 million for the photo plus me, or for the photo plus you're going to buy the whole shop. Don't be the Cookie Monster. Just do the thing.
He gets his new espresso from the waiter. Okay, let's do this. I am going to. He just takes out his checkbook, starts writing. Okay, there you go. Yeah, you're muted, I think.
Sorry. I take the check and hand it to Bill. And
he holds it like this.
I'm looking at Bill and I'm like, are we good here?
I mean, it's a check. I don't have anything.
It is a check for $1 million, right?
It's a check for $1 million.
I stand up and hold my hand out. It is a pleasure doing business with you.
Hold on. It's $1 million. You're getting paid. That's definitely going to happen. Consider the odd job offer. That's serious. I'm serious. We will open Horoscoops 2 right here, right down the block. $200,000 today. I'll just give you, I'll sign you at $200,000 right now, bonus. And then bring your team. I'll double whatever they're being paid. They can just come on site. We'll do the same exact thing. We'll get this photo again and again and so forth. But seriously, it's a job offer. Take it seriously. I'm not joking about that. And this is now also, it's got to be a PR thing. I need you back here at 6, because that's when I'm done with my meetings today. I'm not giving you $1 million just to show up and have an espresso with me. There needs to be a photo here. This needs to get publicized.
Yeah. So just to be clear, you did give us $1 million.
There's $1 million right there.
Yeah, you did. So if you want if you want us to show up for publicity or anything like that, that's going to cost you more.
That's fine. Come out. You can bill me later. Be here at 6 p.m. And again, it's a publicity opportunity that you will not see again. So don't pass it up, because your little shop, I mean, you got 16,000 likes on this photo. That's pretty good. I got 16,000 likes on the thing that I did this morning for breakfast.
Yeah, I get that. You know, I don't want to take any more of your valuable time. I do just want to remind you, though, that I got your personal cell phone number and I sent you a message that you couldn't track. And if I wanted to come work for you, 200,000, that's like the signing bonus if I were coming to work for you. Okay.
This is good. This is negotiation. You're getting the idea. It's great.
Okay. So,
we're starting to play.
So we'll pick this up later. We've got stuff to do. Got to cash this check, and you'll be hearing from us.
And I'll see you at 6 p.m.
I didn't commit to that. We'll see. All right, Bill, let's go.
So Bill walks out of the building holding the check like this, hands the valet his ticket stub.
I'm like, under my breath, I'm like, put the check away, Bill.
I'm not putting this check away. You may have to drive.
Okay.
Yeah, Bill's gonna open an Instagram account to be Bill in the check.
All right, so when the car comes, I will tip the valet and we'll head back toward the office.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Sarah, you should be so ashamed of yourself. Terrible, terrible, terrible. This is why the Zoom chat is private. This is why Zoom chat is private. So terrible. All right, continuing on. We're back at the office. I guess the two of you were there, and as you were like driving back, you get the text from Lewis that they're just going straight there.
All right, Bill, you deposit this check.
Okay.
Like, go to the bank and
Yeah.
just deposit this check. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. You okay?
Not at all.
Okay. I mean, but not at all in a good way though. Like, you
This
made
is
$1 million today.
in my hand. There's $1 million here.
Yeah, and there's more on the table, but we got other stuff to take care of first, right?
Were you going to do something else? Yeah.
There's
going
the
to go take
whole
care of that whole
supernatural assassination thing, right?
Still not in any way equipped to deal with that. I will just go deposit this check.
That sounds like a really, really good idea.
And then maybe tonight, after that whole photo opportunity thing, maybe we'll have dinner at the Ritz-Carlton. We could probably afford that now.
We could.
Whole team.
We could do that, assuming we live. But I think we're going to. I mean, I think it's going to be good.
I really was not even considering that being a possibility at this point.
Sorry. Too much. Just go deposit the check.
I mean, just have faith in them. I mean, look at all the stuff you've done. There was a Bigfoot and a werewolf, and there's a dragon. And I mean, this is $1 million. You guys are amazing. I mean, and he's starting to spin, like, walk off down the alleyway as you drive away in his car.
Don't spend it all in one place. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely taking did you say it's a Celica? A baby blue Celica?
Baby blue Celica.
I am taking the baby blue Celica to Salesforce Tower.
Okay. And you're driving a stick shift downhill in San Francisco, which is a singular experience that I hope everybody else gets to appreciate someday. I've done it and I don't want to do it again. So every stop sign is terrible. Every stop light is terrible. Your life is terrible. But you get there before all of Horoscoops. So you're able to park downstairs in the garage in the Salesforce Tower if you want, unless you'd rather do something else.
No, that's fine.
Okay, so with that, you're parked downstairs. So Salesforce is one of those things where it's got its own parking garage with its own security office, and then it's got the upstairs, which is the actual building.
And I text
everybody else.
I text Lewis back to let them know that I'm here.
She beat you there. You guys are like a block away.
Oh, I probably text, don't go in yet. We're not there yet. We're walking. We're like a block away. You won't be able to get in if you try to get in.
Waiting in the lobby.
So in the lobby, there are several security guards. Some of them look very paramilitary to you. Like, they don't look like actual military, but they look like, like Blackwater contractor kind of people. And they're wearing earpieces, and they've got very large padded jackets that look like they're concealing things. And then there's a couple of normal security guards that have clipboards and name tags, and they're quite a bit older.
I'm just looking for those cushy lounge chairs that are kind of generically in the lobbies of big office buildings in big cities. And
the downside is that they are the hip version of that, so they're not comfortable, and they are like chaise lounges that are put in an office space. So of course no one can sit on it the way that the chair looks like it's designed. It's just uncomfortable and ugly. But you're sitting on one, and everyone starts to file in the door.
Oh.
Darcy waves a sleeve.
Hey. So what are we doing?
Yeah, let me talk to the security guard. I should be able to get us in. I called my dad earlier and got him to get us in. And Lewis just walks over to the whatever security guard that he would go to.
You're going to go to Lewis, of course, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. I didn't know if Lewis was on duty, but if he's on duty, I'm 100% going to him.
So there's a security guard whose name is Lewis. It's spelled with an Louis. But Lewis is like maybe 60 now at this point, older, a little bit heavier set. And he sees Lewis coming, and he does the thing where he's pointing at Lewis. You said you were going to be back.
You see, I told you I'm back. I called my dad, and he said that he should have.
He's pointing at the clipboard. Yep, we got you down here.
Perfect.
It says, and friends? These are your friends?
Yeah, so this is my group of friends. It's a lot more than I've had in the past, am I right?
I guess so, right? You got to be a popular guy. But I think most of them were here with you yesterday, right? So this is good. Okay.
Yeah.
I just got to get everybody's names. You all have to sign in.
Okay.
He's got a clipboard for everybody to sign in.
And Lewis kind of waves you all over to sign in.
Darcy sort of trots over, sort of wanders up, rolls up her sleeve to take the pen and write her name in.
Everybody gets signed in. Everybody gets a big ugly name tag that goes on. It's like a big badge, and it has a picture of your face that's been printed onto it. But it's just one of those stickers. It's the worst possible event. And then Lewis walks you over to the elevators, where he's got to slide a key card in the elevator, like the little the dealie where you get on the subway. It opens up, the turnstile type thing opens up. You're able to walk through. Walks you over to the elevator, swipes the key card again. Elevator door opens. And he reaches in and pushes a button for you. It's on floor 32. And he says, okay, have fun.
Yeah, thank you so much, Lewis. I can't wait to see you again.
Literally my job. And he walks off. And so the numbers in the elevator, this is the high number elevator. This one goes from 30 up to 34. It goes 30, 31, 32, 34.
What floor do we need to be on?
Your dad's office is on floor 32, and the button is already pushed.
Yeah, but what floor do we need to be on, Agatha?
She says it's 34.
Can I push the button for 34?
You are pushing it, and nothing is happening.
That's what I figured.
I'm pulling out my like a Swiss Army knife.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna pop. Go ahead.
I mean, we could. There has to be stairs in here. Oh, there might be keycard access only stairs, but we could always try the stairs. I think they have to have some open stairs for fire purposes.
I'll hack the stairs if necessary.
Yeah, I think we should try to get in like the non-criminal way before we try the criminal way. But if you want to hack it. I trust you. I'm sure there's probably is there a security camera in this elevator? There has to be, right?
In this elevator,
yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And so I'd be like, yeah, there's also, yeah, point that out and be like, if you want to, go for it, but I'll shut up now.
Good point, though. Good point. And I fold the pocket knife back up and slide it back into my bag.
When the bell, go ahead.
In that moment, that sort of silent moment while we're headed up, I'm standing next to Agatha. I just sort of lean over. I talked to your mom.
Oh my God.
No, it's okay. She says hi.
Okay.
And I'm like, this is so casual, it's almost weird. She says hi, and she says sorry.
Josie, I don't want to cry in the elevator, okay?
Yeah, I don't want that either. Just thought you should know, though.
Okay, I'm going to turn around now.
Cool.
She turns around. She's facing the back wall of the elevator now.
Cool.
If there's elevator music, Darcy's definitely there, just sort of moving.
This is the elevator where it is so boring. There is no elevator music whatsoever.
Then
so you can hear that very mechanical just going. It becomes more pronounced when you reach the 32nd floor, and there is like Margaritaville or some Jimmy Buffett song playing when the doors open, and there are a lot of balloons and flowers on this floor, and like streamers up on the top, and a big sign that says "Happy Birthday, Richie."
Good for Richie.
And as the door opens, the lady at the reception is wearing a little paper hat, and she's eating a piece of cake, and she says, "Hi, come on in."
Do I recognize her?
Yeah, this is the same receptionist as always. Her name's going to be Stephanie now.
That's. I'm not going to say anything. Lewis was doing, hey, how's it going?
Hey, Lewis, are you here for your dad's birthday?
Absolutely, I am.
Okay, they're in the conference room, the one down that way.
Okay, okay, yeah, sounds good. We'll just make our way over there. We're surprising him though, so don't like warn him or anything. Oh wait, he already knows we're coming. Don't warn him that we're here though.
She's like, okay, all right. I don't have to tell him.
Okay, perfect. How are you doing? How are you doing? Are you doing good? How was your 4th of July? Was it good?
Fine. Normal 4th of July. Nothing exciting.
Oh, okay.
For once, Sullivan is just like, Lewis, we're kind of on a deadline.
I mean, yeah, I wasn't going to keep talking. I was just making sure that I was nice to the receptionist because they are very undervalued employees, and I know that my dad doesn't treat her right, and so I just wanted to make sure to see I knew how her day was going.
Hearing that, Darcy leans over to Stephanie and holds her arm. Goes, "You have a good day." You have a good
and she
day,
has
Stephanie.
She has one of those things where she has like several pictures in a little picture frame that are all in a line, and they're all pictures of this big gray fluffy cat.
It's like, I have a cat too.
Oh, and she's pointing at the pictures of her cat, and she's still eating the cake and so forth.
Darcy's like eyes flick between the cake and the receptionist, but she's
like, "Look, just go on back. Just go on back."
We kind of start. Is it a straight like you can see us go to the conference room from. Okay, is there only one door to this?
Possible scenario.
Yeah, is there only one door in this conference room?
I don't know. Do you think you really know how well the conference rooms work? You can see the one door.
Okay. I mean, do I know the first, are there stairs here?
Well, so here's the worst news. The last you were here, your dad had the office that was directly off of the receptionist. It was like the newbie office. But your dad's gotten a promotion, and you're not really clear on where his new office is because you haven't been here, because why would you? But this is the birthday party conference room that you have been in several times. So you know that it goes around the corner and there's a bathroom.
Oh, perfect. Okay. I'm gonna be like, yeah, guys, before I go to the party, I have to go to the restroom real quick. I don't know if you guys have to go as well, but it's probably best if you guys go and just wait outside for me, because that way my dad doesn't be like, who are these random people, and doesn't get all mad at Stephanie for letting you guys through. And he's just walking as he's saying this.
Darcy does as she's told. She doesn't know what to do in these situations.
Okay, so everybody's standing in the hallway except for Lewis, who is going to the bathroom.
No, I didn't actually go to the bathroom. I just went around the corner because you said it was around the corner. Can I see if there are stairs over here?
There are not stairs over here.
Okay.
The stairs were back by the elevator.
Oh, were they?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you said...
It goes stairs.
Did I not ask? I thought I asked this. Did I not ask this?
You very well may have asked if there were stairs, and I may have ignored you and been terrible.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Okay. I'm just gonna walk back then, and I'm gonna go into the conference room and just go find my dad and just see. Yeah, but can I find my dad?
As you walk into the conference room, he is taking a practice golf swing with a new golf club out in front of the big picturesque window that frames the back of the conference room. And there's a couple other people over there. There's a third of a cake on the table. It was a big cake. And as he finishes the golf swing, he looks up and sees you. Lewis.
Hey, happy birthday. I just thought I'd come down and say that. Yep. So where are you taking your old man for lunch? Nowhere. I'm actually about to leave, but I didn't want the phone call from Mom later, so I want you to know that me coming down here to say happy birthday was for her, and it is not in any way for you. Oh, I was about to compliment you. That was actually kind of a good move, but okay. Okay. I'll see you later. Or not. Hopefully not, honestly. Okay, bye. And I walk out. Bye, Sport. Okay. Yeah. At least he got to call you Sport on the way out. And I'm going to try to... Are the stairs key card locked or are they? So going into the staircase is not locked, but it does only go down. Okay. Do you guys have any suggestions? Because I'm kind of just going blind here. We're in the stairwell at this point because Lewis, I don't think would have known that without going in.
I think Darcy's just heading up and up because she can only assume that the most important things are on the top floor. She knows that mainly from her brother. Yeah, so what you've got is you've got the buttons in the elevator. They were controlled by keycard access when you first got in, and the security guard pushed the button for you. Later, when you pushed 34, nothing happened. And then now you've gone to the staircase, and there's only stairs down. There's no stairs up at all.
Back to the elevator then?
If it doesn't go up.
Oh, I can handle that, I think. Are we ready for what we're going to find when we get there?
Are there windows in this place?
Yeah.
I I think Darcy's looking out the windows, kind of like, I mean, I could get up there, but I can't really help you guys with that. I mean, I could see if I... She sort of pauses, and can I walk back to Stephanie?
Yeah, Stephanie's right there.
She sort of like leans over awkwardly with her arms over the desk, and she's like, "What's your cat's name?"
Smoke.
Smoke. Oh, I love that.
Smoke.
I love meow like that. Yeah.
I know, he's so pretty, right?
He's so pretty. Like Darcy will take out her phone and show the picture of this really manky black cat. So, this one technically is fine. It's literally like a Hildy picture that's like that.
Oh yeah.
She's like, this is mine. Not quite as pretty,
Oh.
but
They're all good babies.
they are. They're good. They're good. I know. I love them. I was just wondering. I get lost so easily. Where are the stairs up? I think I've taken a wrong turn somewhere.
No, it's like a penthouse thing. They don't have stairs that go up to the 34th. Not from here. I think they have their own thing.
Oh, so like an elevator thing.
I think the elevator goes all the way up, but they have like a private stairwell.
I guess. I mean, if it's a penthouse, you.
You know how it goes, penthouse stuff.
Mm-hmm. I've never been in a penthouse, so I wouldn't know.
It's like, they're paying a lot in rent and they want all the special perks and things like that. Some buildings, there's an elevator that just goes up to the top floor, but we've at least got a shared elevator. I guess that's something. I mean, the people that go up there, they look like they're penthouse people. They've got a lot of money.
I mean, tell me about it. I think my brother's the guy up there, but it would have been really handy if he'd actually, told me how to get up there. But that's a brother, hey?
Which one's your brother?
Marco Moretti.
Oh my gosh. Oh, he's so hot.
Is he? Oh.
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, you poor thing. Okay,
No, but he really is.
He might be pretty on the outside. We'll put it at that.
Okay. Yeah, I get that. And she's got like cat scratches on her wrist. She's like, yeah, I know how that goes.
Yeah. Look, I really need to just get up there because he's useless and he's not answering his phone. I mean, I'd put a good word in for you, but he doesn't like cats. And I'm not being funny. If you don't like cats, there's something wrong with you.
Okay, you're right about that. That's true. But I gotta ask, because this is weird, like that you would come up here and then ask me to help you get up there. Is he really your brother? Or is this like one of those things where like you guys were a thing and then now you're not a thing and it's like you're doing something weird?
Darcy actually was just like, oh God, no. She's like, no, he's actually my brother, and like reaches in if there's like a picture on her phone or something like of like a family photo. It's like, I'm the awkward one here.
Also, I swear you guys took a photo when you were at dinner the other day, but okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I had the best.
Both your brothers are kind of hot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's a bit weird talking to their sister like it, but I get it. Like, I'm sure. And Darcy gets really awkward. I'm sure you have a hot brother. Oh my God, help me! Like she starts panicking.
I don't have any brothers, but
Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
Well, you've got a great cat.
Look, and she like lifts up her folder, and there is of course a picture of Smoke on her little like trapper keeper folder she's got, and then she takes out some other paper. She says, I was supposed to get these contracts signed upstairs today. If you want to walk them up there, you could walk them up there. I have copies. There's almost nothing bad that could happen to them.
Yeah, I can do that for you if it'll help.
Okay.
Awesome. If you just point me in the right direction.
You just go in the elevator and push the button.
Right. Well, your cat looks great. It's nice talking to you, Stephanie. And I advise you against fancying my brothers, but you know what? It's all down to you. Just remember they don't like cats. And she sort of slowly does that awkward, like, half dance jive away in this massive peacoat.
She's like now huffing and eating her cake. Like, fine.
I mean, you could try. I just like, but she's in that
No.
awkward thing where it's like, I don't want to recommend her to horrible people.
Elevator doors are opening. What's everybody doing? Is everybody scampering in there?
Yeah, just like, thank you. You're an amazing. You have an amazing day. Enjoy
She's
that
like waving
cake.
with the fork.
Say
I'm
hi to
expecting-
smoke for me.
I'm expecting Darcy to accidentally be like, "You're breathtaking" at
That's
the
what
last
I
second.
almost said it, but I wasn't going. You're breathtaking. Remember that you be a powerful. You're powerful in your own. Like it's like as the doors close. And just a thumbs up.
Agatha turns to Lucy and goes, "Oh my God, I wanted to tell you how we were going to get up here, but that was as bad as I thought it would be in real life, and I got the entire thing on video."
Darcy, you see visibly slump holding like these contracts. Like, can I look at the contracts and see if they're anything important?
You can, yeah. And while you're looking at the contracts and seeing if there's anything important, Agatha is playing back the video of the back of Darcy's head as she's pointing at this lady and telling her that she's breathtaking as the elevator doors close. So yeah, the contracts look like they are a pretty normal consulting thing. And yeah, the signature on here is supposed to be your brother.
This should be fun. And she sort of just tucks it into her coat for now. Is there elevator music now because we're going to the expensive place?
Wouldn't that be so cool if the elevator music was only triggered by going to the 34th floor? It would have to be like super ominous elevator music, like something like this. So you're moving up towards the 34th floor. I mean, Alice asked for it. I gotta give you guys something. So you're moving up to the 34th floor. I use this one a lot, and I'm gonna just stick with that. So the light has gone on for the 34th floor. The elevator moves up. It doesn't feel like 2 floors, just 1 floor. And when you get there, it just kind of like stops. The light goes out. The doors open. And there is just this like pitch black hallway ahead of you. There's a reception desk over to the left, which is empty, and it's like at a 45-degree angle. The sign in very nice gold lettering says Volpe, Ragno, and Moretti, partners.
I think Darcy's literally just like frowning at this, but does take a step out of the elevator. Just kind of, why is it so dark?
Agatha says, well, they're probably doing weird magic stuff, and there's probably no actual people here right now.
But why does it need to be in the dark?
All the cool stuff happens in the dark. And she starts walking up.
And Darcy looks back at the others almost for confirmation. Does it?
Oh, Cameron's like nodding viciously and then like whispers like, I'll get you a few comics that you can read later.
Okay. Seem pretty happy about it.
Everyone wants more details, but we'll continue on. And so there is this pitch black like a corridor. You can see that white marble floor that we saw in our intro scene earlier, and it's just going ahead of you. This, I mean, who knows how big this top floor is, but right now with just this tiny reception area, everything is hallway up ahead.
As Agatha steps out, Josie looks to Sully and kind of gives a nod, like, you take point, and I will follow. I'll take the. I'll follow in the rear.
He nods, and as he steps past everyone, he'll use hedge magic to give everyone their own colored ball of light, because it's dark. And I'm pretty sure none of us can see in the dark. And then he'll draw the sword.
Okay, sword drawn. So,
And I've got my handgun drawn as well.
Sounds good. And there's several doors that are firmly closed on both sides. You can hear something faintly in the distance.
So, as we're walking past the doors, Josie's taking up the rear to kind of just protect the group from that angle. But I kind of look at the doors really slowly as I walk by, and I begin to notice, perhaps it's because of the lingering effects of the spell or all the time that I've spent in the dream world, that I can, if I really focus, that I can begin to see perhaps what's on the other side. Mechanically, this is a new special ability that I picked up with the last tier increase, that is a see-through matter. It's a cost 3 intellect, up to 6 inches of material, as if it were transparent.
It is awesome. You should definitely do that.
So I am.
Flavor-wise, I'm imagining that there's just like this dip where Josie's kind of seeing through the dream space as she's looking through these rooms. The unfortunate news is they are boring-ish offices. So you are walking past several offices. The exciting part is, although they are boring and being offices, they all contain some fairly unusual trappings. A big piece of skin framed on the wall, an unusual horn on one side, a desk piece which has like a claw on it. So there are some like weird bits here and there.
Ugh. Okay.
But as you walk on, you can hear there's definitely some faint sounds, and you're getting the feeling that you're about to open up into like a much larger room in just a moment. And Sullivan, you're taking point, right? So Agatha is somewhere behind you. She takes a step forward away from Lewis and towards you and just says, Sullivan, I'm real sorry.
For what?
Well, that's a good question. Are you going to go around the corner?
Was that Agatha asking or Hans, the GM, asking?
So Agatha was the one saying she was sorry. Hans was asking,
Right.
Is Sullivan going to go around the corner?
I had to die. That, yep, that's the clarification I was looking for. Yes, he probably doesn't stop walking.
And when you go around the corner, it's a wide open area. You can see there are some windows in the background that have heavy like draperies across them. In the middle is that black pillar with the silver dish upon it. And right there, looking in your direction, you see the witch with the red fingernails, not poised over the bowl right now, but standing there next to Marco. And facing them is Amy, and she's holding a stack of books. They're Agatha's books. And as she hands them to the witch, the witch's eyes cut over to you. Amy turns and looks at you, and there's a moment of discomfort there. Marco smiles widely. So he's got that big Marco smile on right now, too.
Yeah, I want to be real mad, but I think Sullivan just stops in shock. Like, and he was walking, with the sword at the ready, and I think he sees what's going on, and his arms kind of drop and he stops in the hallway.
Everybody's kind of looking in Sullivan's direction. Darcy
sort of pushes forward because she was closer to the back than anything when seeing the actual blade drop. Sort of like, what? And looks through. Is it? What the hell is this?
Amy just looks really apologetic for a moment, and she says, I just need it to end.
By doing this?
It's what they wanted.
What did you want?
I want my life back.
And Darcy sort of looks to Sullivan as she doesn't really know this person, but is sort of looking to Sullivan like, why? What was wrong with your life? that you've given these people, these awful people, especially that one who points over at Marco, this.
My life was fine, but whatever is going on here, I just want it out of my head.
Mine wasn't fine. It was doing okay. We started having it under control, and then you've just gone and done this.
Marco puts his hands out like this and goes, Darcy, you can't be mad. I told you I was going to win.
And Darcy does look a little bit like dropped, almost similar to how Sullivan does briefly. And pauses, just like, what the hell is wrong with you?
I really like winning, Darcy. It's honestly, nothing feels this good.
Oh, if this is the best feeling you have, you need to get out more, brother.
You need to stop acting like you're some sort of human or something, Darcy. This is what we do. We make deals. We make people do things they don't want to do.
This is what you do. It's called self-control.
I don't need that.
No. I can't wait to break your vases.
Do you want to just do this now?
Do what?
And he takes off his tie and Marco starts getting a little bit bigger. And you can hear like the back of his jacket ripping. His eyes are starting to turn like a very yellow and his fangs are going out of his mouth. His mouth is getting bigger. Let's do this now, Darcy. Let's just one of us is going to die and it's definitely going to be you.
What makes you so sure?
Haven't lost yet, have I?
Not yet.
He's getting a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. Come on, Darcy.
As this is happening, Sullivan has slowly walked forward, not entirely aware of what he's doing, and it's not threatening at all other than the swords in his hand. And he, like, when they're having this conversation, he just walks up to Amy if he can get close enough, and he just puts his hand in hers and he's just like, I'm sorry for putting you in this situation.
While all that's going on, one more thing, Agatha turns to Lewis. She's not even turning. She's like backing up a little bit and whispering out of the corner of her mouth towards him and says, this seems stupid, but this is exactly what's supposed to happen.
Okay, then I'm just gonna let it happen.
Start burning stuff, Lewis.
Like in here or myself?
Just do it.
You didn't answer my question, but okay. And he's gonna drop the fanny pack. And okay. I guess he's gonna also... No, he's gonna drop the fanny pack, and that's kind of just gonna be it for right now.
Okay, now before everybody moves, the best part is Lewis drops his fanny pack, starts to go up in like a gentle green flame. And when that happens, that's when you realize there is this very long shadow that's going into the distance behind him with its arms reaching out like this. And it's the other witch, because there's two of them. And right now, we're going to find out what's happening next. Let's do some initiative. We're trying to be faster than a witch. The difficulty is 4. Let's get some movement going. This is still not what I want. I am the worst at music, guys. I really apologize for being in any way put in charge of music. Okay, so we're trying to be faster than a witch. Difficulty is 4. We have the horror threshold. Sammy has hit it, and so has Alice. It is so good. So, Scrat, if you hear this, we need to raise that horror threshold number to 9. But on the other hand, Josie is fast and ready. This is really... we're just going to deal with this. This is fine. Okay, continuing on. We still have to get Cameron. Okay. That was a good choice. And That's still in the horror threshold now.
Yep.
So I am going to count that as the witches get to do 3 things, witches and Marco. So number 1, Lewis, you are on fire. This gigantic shadow has projected out behind you and across the room. And as the arms reach forward, one of them grabs Josie's gun and just knocks it out of her hand right down to the ground. So Josie is disarmed. That's one of my many mean things that I'm going to do to you guys. Number 2, the witch in front who has her hands right here, like over this silver ewer. She puts her hands into the water and kind of like shoots the water forward. So it comes out into a big spray. And Cameron, you're going to need to make a speed defense to not get hit by all of this because you're right there in the middle and I haven't picked on you yet. Also, Scrat, if you hear this, Mackenzie is saying that we're having trouble seeing the rolls. Oh, you got that already. Okay, so you did the thing, you did great. You did not get hit by this water. As it like goes past your face, it hits the ground and it's like acid and it just burns into the floor. So there's this huge spray of water behind you that's eaten through the floor. Last thing, Marco, as he goes like this, no, we already talked about that. We're not going to do that. Marco goes like that. And when he goes like that, he tips this silver dish over and the rest of the water goes spraying across the ground. And so we're going to have one more. We're going to have, I think it's going to be, we've already done something to Josie. It's going to have to be Darcy. Darcy, you're going to have to move. You know he would aim it at you. So you're also going to need to make a speed defense test as he tries to spray you with this acid water.
What's the difficulty?
It's 4.
4. Okay, I'm going to use an
it's a speed
advantage, I think.
Yep.
Definitely using an advantage. Oh my, Alice actually rolled the same.
It's interesting. And the horror threshold number is now 10. And you do get sprayed, and you're going to lose 4 points from your speed, as you have now been sprayed by acid, and there's little bits of it getting all over your body, and that is less good. So with that, we have our top of the initiative, I believe, is Josie.
I'm going to get that gun back if I can.
Okay. So what do you do? Like a little tuck roll across the floor? How's it move?
Yeah, that's about right. To kind of pick it up and get some distance between me and that witch.
Okay. And it was really just like this big looming shadow of a witch that's pressed against the back wall. So it's basically like a big shadow is grabbing at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
then
you've got the gun.
Yeah. And moving kind of out into the middle of the room. Is that my action?
Nope.
Then I'm going to pivot around toward the witch who's here in physical form. Where is she in relation to me, and do I have a clear line of sight?
You have a clear line of sight. She's in front of you. She just threw the water forward and is standing in the center of the room. So you're pretty close.
Okay, I will take a shot here, and I'll use advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so glad I used advantage.
Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, so you shoot at the witch, and there's this big hole that appears in her face where she's been shot. And there's just like this leaking wisp of spirit up behind her head. And she looks at you like she did not like that at all. She's kind of pissed off now.
Mm-hmm. I'll go down into a crouch, just a defensive crouch if I can.
Okay, sure.
Wait out the turn.
Yep, we're going to move on to Cameron. Cameron, you're up next. What are you going to do?
So as this whole exchange is happening, Cameron kind of finds herself like slowly stepping forward. And as I think Marco is starting to like rip off his shirt, Cameron like throws her fists together. And we see the glittering, like sparkling gold shoot out of her body and form her like Death Knight power metal armor. And like she is ready to fight, and she is not here for this. And the moment the acid, like she was rearing and ready to go for Marco, but when the acid slips at her, she like turns on her heel and like without question, she's going for that witch.
Okay, and you're going for the one who's in the center with the red nails who threw the water at you in the first place.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so what are you going to do now?
So I think she's just going, running head first. She's going to try and throw a fist made of glittering gold, sparkling magical girl power and make the witch eat glitter dust.
Yes.
Speed roll?
I think it's a might roll if you're punching somebody.
You know what? It is. So is speed or difficulty 4?
Yep.
No.
Okay, so our horror number is going to go up yet again. So that part's less good. As you punch, it's not that you don't connect. You full on punch this witch right in the face, and her head, you actually hear her neck crack when you hit her, and your fist is right there. And then her eyes unnaturally swivel, so they're still looking at you in a way that should not be possible in the human head. And she's looking right at you. And is there anybody else who is faster than Witch? I do not believe so. So it's going to put you in a prime place to be witchified. Yep. No, looks like Sullivan is there. So Sullivan's up now.
Cool. Did anything happen when I took Amy's hand?
Yeah, Amy's right there holding her hand. She's crying and she looks upset and she's like, I just want it to go away. I just want it to stop.
He wants to say lots of things, but shit's happening around him. So I think
And
he just...
Well,
Yeah.
let's do one more thing. There's no chance that Sullivan does not know what's going on because of the connection. You're physically touching Amy now. And in this moment where you're doing that, as she's like looking at you, there is like a film over her eyes that reminds you very much of being lost in the forest.
Okay. I don't know what to do with that.
Yep. I mean, Sullivan has magic training. If you think there's a way you can handle it, you probably can. This is an illusion type thing, possibly.
He doesn't have magic training. He's just got hedge magic. He's not actually trained in magic.
Okay, well, then you can assume that the things that I told you are things that you're picking up now from something that you're not really sure where it's coming from, but some part of you understands how some of this is working. It's like you're remembering something long ago where you've heard somebody telling you these exact things. Do you have a Sullivan memory for that? And if not, it's okay.
I mean, yeah, if we want to go full stabs, totally.
I mean, you tell me where this moment
like a moment.
is.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, we should totally go. Let's go full stabs. We're going, yeah. He sees how to tie it into. I mean, I don't know. He touches her hand, and all this stuff happens, and he feels this moment of walking in a forest with someone, but the forest is made of trees. The trees are made of crystal, and Sullivan leans down and grabs a small piece of crystal that had fallen off a tree, and he fashions a pair of rings using the last of his magic, and he places it on the hand of this other person. And I think this time, even though it's a memory, it's the woman he's seen in this before, but it's also Amy at the same time.
And there's a moment where that cloud kind of shifts, and Amy's looking at you with very old eyes and says, do you remember what you promised?
I promised I'd always come back.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.
Let's go stop him.
Yeah.
Okay, get about 2 seconds to decide on a Sullivan turn. Otherwise, we'll hold that heartfelt moment for a round, and then we'll move on to something else.
No, as soon as he's out of all of that, he's gonna turn and fucking use Water's Wrath at the witch.
Okay, so the only thing you have to do is roll and see if you still have a sword.
I do still have a sword.
You
The best
do
roll
still have
I
a
think
sword.
of the night so far.
It's pretty good, but I think Josie had a nat 20 like right out the gate today, so it was good. There's a lot of stuff. So first off, I think it is my duty as host of this stream, or the person who's doing the actual story stuff. We have to first off say thank you to Mac for making everything worse for everybody. I believe we're on 12 now for this horror threshold, so there's almost nothing you can roll that is not bad. Also, we have had 2 advantages gifted to people. I don't know how those are going to get worked out, but they're not to me. I will tell you that much, so that's good. The next thing that we're going to go over, we have just taken out a witch. So the horror threshold that was at 12 is going to go all the way down to 8. It's a huge deal. Lots of stuff is happening. That wave that shoots across the room, it shoots across, it may have hit a wall. You don't know because it doesn't stop. And there's like a very like low light scream and then nothing. So my turn now. We've got a shadow on the floor and we've got Marco. So Scrat, we are at 8. And we're gonna go to Marco's turn. Marco grows into his full demonic form, horns shooting out of his forehead, eyes burning yellow, fangs hanging down, big claws, surprisingly powerfully built for such a skinny, like string bean of a guy. And with that, lunges at Darcy, and Darcy, he's going to try to pick you up and throw you against the wall as hard as he can. So this is a might defense. It is now a difficulty of 5.
I'm gonna actually look. I'm gonna use
I don't think
my
this counts as
edge.
yeeting. Yep.
Can I use one of my edge? I
Yeah,
use 2.
you can use your well. Okay, so again,
Oh.
effort is what you use to make things easier. Edge is what you use to reduce the number of points you spend.
Oh yeah, that's IDM cipher system. It's
So you can go 3 full levels of effort here if you want.
Yeah. I think I'll just go 1 level.
Okay.
Of effort. So roll effort. Let's go 1. And sorry, what was it? A might check.
It's a might check, and you've just gotten an advantage too, just so you're aware.
Oh, am I allowed to? I've got an advantage now. I've used
Yes, you do have an advantage now.
Unless it's too late.
I honestly would rather people spend it. That's what donations are for.
Okay. Oh gosh, I'm not.
Well, you still get
today.
the 9 instead of the 1. I'm not going to be that big. Either one. It's like, okay, so the 9 is not triggering the horror threshold. Marco picks you up, throws you against the pillar that forms the corner of this room. It is intensely painful and would probably have killed a normal person. You take 5 additional points of might damage beyond whatever you spent to avoid that roll. And then now at this point, it's going to be your go in just a couple seconds. The last thing that we have to resolve. Since Cameron had punched the witch that then suddenly got washed away by a wave of water, it seems like she's pretty much in the clear until the 2 big shadow hands reach around and grab her by the front and start pulling her back. And this is going to be an intellect defense, Cameron, because you're going to get pulled into the screaming landscape of insanity or something like that. You ever watch Full Metal Alchemist?
Oh yeah, this is totally the black hands at the door.
Sorry. I am so sorry. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna throw some effort at this because I don't want to get pulled into specifically that visual image.
Yeah.
Did it?
Let's see. It looks like you've done well. But the roll is a 6. So you have not been pulled into the nowhere, but when you do get grabbed and all of that happens, like the hands come down and like up out of the ground, you see like the black hair and the spooky all white eyes of this 3rd witch looking right at you.
And Cameron returns the stare in equal measure.
And I'm going to make one more attack against you because it feels appropriate based on the horror threshold being made. So I am going to bite at you, and you are going to get bitten by a witch. And it is, if you're going to try to resist, she is just going to straight up take a chunk out of you otherwise.
Okay, yeah. I'll throw another 2 levels of effort at it.
Okay, you got to do a dodge this time. This is a speed thing because you got to dodge. She is just going to bite you physically.
Okay, only 1 level then.
Okay. Awesome. And the horror threshold goes up, but I'll throw that at somebody else. And you are going to lose 4 might points as you get bitten, and a huge piece gets taken out of the side of your neck. Like, you can feel there's blood running down your neck now, and it's gross.
Yeah.
She has regular human teeth, and she has just chewed you.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. There's nothing I like about that, but I did it anyways. And I'm, going to live with that. Lewis, you're standing there setting things on fire, and like suddenly a tendril of shadow whips out, hits Agatha across the head, and she goes down on the ground. Okay, people who did not pass the initiative test, let's go ahead and start with Lewis.
I guess I can't touch Agatha right now. So knowing that I can't touch her without hurting her, I will start walking towards the witch.
Okay.
And
yeah.
Essentially I'm going to try to get close enough to hurl a flame at her.
You are close enough now to hurl a flame at her.
Okay. Yeah, so with every step, I think Lewis gets more and more ignited on fire, and you see more and more until that last step, and then the halo above his head lights up.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I don't know what to do because it's an action. I mean, I know it costs 2 intellect, but I don't know if you want me to make a roll or anything.
So again, because of my terrible, terrible cheating ways playing this system, we have done this where you just get to do it, where you spend 2 points.
Okay.
Now you can spend effort on attacking or on damage. So if you wanted to spend intellect effort here, you could make this a bigger fireball.
Okay. Yeah, I think seeing I think Lewis is extra mad seeing what just happened to Agatha, and his anger and frustration kind of results in him taking that extra moment to do a little bit more.
So you can spend a total, including hurl flame, of 7 points of intellect, and it will do 10 points of damage.
Okay, I will do that.
That's a pretty incredible amount, and I'm going to guess it's fairly draining for you, but yeah, that happens.
I mean, yeah.
It's a lot. And we're going to move to Darcy's turn. So Darcy, you've been thrown up against the wall by your giant demon brother.
I think she's sort of struggling to get to her feet, it's really winded her. She takes a moment, tries to ground herself with her hands on her floor, coughing up whatever's there. Are there any windows in this place?
They are covered right now.
When you say covered, by what?
They're covered by a thick muslin type covering, like a big drapery. There is one directly to your left.
I think she would start running towards her brother, seeing everything going on around her, and starts to transform as well. Okay. Her eyes sort of flaring yellow, but her aim is to tackle him with her wings coming out the back and take him straight out that window.
Okay. Yeah. So you're going to need to beat him in a might test. So again, you're looking at difficulty 5.
I'm going to use my nat 20 because he needs to leave the room.
Well, so here are some of the many good things. Number 1, you grab him, you run him out the window. The fabric gently muffles things, but tears as it hits the glass, and everything rips, and the whole room comes apart. Are you going out the window too with him?
Yeah, she's making sure her wings are open, but at the moment she doesn't trust him to not fly back in, so she's taking him out the window with her.
So that's working out really well, and he may actually be a little bit smaller than you in demon form, you now realize. When you're fully hulked out, he may be just a little bit smaller at this point. Number 2, you just let a lot of light into this room, and apparently the third witch is not good with that. Cameron, the thing that is biting you has lost all of this kind of shadowy pool effect that was going on before, and there is a lady who is just a little bit smaller than you biting you on the neck, wearing just a black shift, and the eyes are no longer all white. They're a normal dull black eye. Does not seem happy with this development. back to the top with Josie.
Am I able to see Darcy's brother through the window at this point?
Sure.
And yeah, if I can see him, I'll I'm down in that defensive crouch. The witch that I shot has been taken out, and so I'm going to pivot toward Mario then, and take a shot there.
We all know the best part is that she give Marco the wrong name, and that would be the thing that would hurt him most on Earth. That would be the worst thing you could do to him.
It's me.
If he dies from this round, it's because of the fact that you got his name wrong, and he felt that mortal hurt.
I feel well. Then I'll crit this shot. Then I do have a crit to spend as well.
Okay, you have shot Marco Moretti. I'm just drinking tea incidentally. That wasn't because of anything, but he has been shot. Josie isn't a... Well, Josie's a well-trained marksman. How does it go?
As I'm sort of seeing him fly back, I'm tracking movement. It all looks almost mechanical, but it's just the result of hours and hours of training on the range and so forth. And so it looks very mechanical. She has a very blank look on her face. She's aiming center of mass at this distance. Somebody who's moving. She just wants to hit. So probably aiming right for the center of his chest as he's sort of flying back.
Now, everybody in the Zoom chat who is terrible wants everybody to have Marco start shrinking down and becoming more human. The thing that's going to be the hardest about this whole thing is none of that happens because Marco is just shot and is a demon. So right now continues to look like a demon. And Darcy, he's gone quite limp in your arms.
Is he conscious?
It would be tough for you to assess that while flying out of this window. He does not look conscious. Conscious is not a thing.
I think she'll just keep hold of him.
Okay. So we're
she is going to slam him into the window frame if she comes back in on the way in.
It is a thought, that's for sure. Okay, so I think, are we on Mal next or do we have Cameron first? Cameron's first.
So I think as she's like eye to eye with this witch, and she once again just like spins around on a heel, and she says almost with a little bit of like dripping with like sarcasm, she says, out of the darkness into the light, I'm gonna make you regret that bite. And then once again tries to like pop her right in the mouth.
Okay, you do that because you said something cool, and let's face it, at this point, we're not going to go back on this. We have limited time here in this season, people. So with that, the witch gets punched. Please tell me you're punching her towards the window.
Oh, she's like punching her. So I think we see her mouth shoots out of the back of her head, and then the rest of her body follows, and she's just following him out that window.
Out the window, and as soon as it touches sunlight, it just melts. It's just like when you see a light go across the floor. She just goes, there's no sound the entire time. She never made sound in the first place when she was hit. Just gone. Sullivan. So you're standing there. The sword just blew a witch across the room. Now that you're looking at it, there's like this wet slash on the wall, and there is no sign of anything there on the wall at all. And Amy looks at you and says, so what's real?
All of it.
I don't know at all who to believe.
Why would I lie to you?
But you're not him. I'm not her.
We are and we aren't.
We're gonna like do a little bit of a Z pan out so that we can catch where everybody else is. We like move away in the shot. Darcy is outside the window. Darcy, what's happening out there?
Darcy is probably, it was a bit of just like a scuffle, but if her brother has stopped, she's sort of almost like holding on to him, but trying to see if he's very hard to kill, but she's trying to see what his state is.
He's not moving.
Can I tell if he's alive?
Maybe not while you're flying in the air.
She'll probably, at high speed still, head straight back into the building where they were, as there's still an easy exit for it, but effectively lands on top of him to keep like sat on his chest so that he can't move if he suddenly, because she does not trust him at all.
Yeah, he's not moving. So let's hold that scene and let's look across the room to where Lewis is. What is Lewis doing at this point?
So I think at this point, Lewis is going to try to essentially grab, like seeing that there's an opening, he's going to try to grab this other witch and like pull her across the room.
So now the downside is you are out of witches.
Oh, is there not another witch? Did I miss this? I thought there was one left.
I'm so sorry to say that Sullivan eliminated one witch with that water thing, and Cameron punched another one into sunlight.
Okay, I apologize. I miscounted.
And Lewis already took care of witch number 3 earlier.
Oh, I didn't see. That was the part I missed. Is that it was the me part that I missed, obviously.
That's fair. That's fair. So, all out of witches.
Oh, then Lewis is gonna go grab his fanny pack and check on Agatha.
Okay. And she's like rolling over and holding her head, and she goes, "Oh, this sucks. It's worse when you know it's gonna happen, you know."
I mean, I can imagine. Are you okay though?
Yeah, but Lewis, you know that when I can't tell you something because it's going to affect the future, that I'm just not going to tell you, right?
Yeah.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
I don't know, but I mean, I knew all this was going to happen.
You know, I think that it takes a lot for you not to tell any of us that this is going to happen, and I think it's I think you're strong for being able to do that.
Okay. We should probably get up because everybody's probably looking at what we're doing. So with that, let's take a look over at what Josie's doing. What's Josie doing right now?
Josie has, for that final moment, as everything's dying down, is still kind of just pivoting around, looking for threats in the room. And as she realizes that they're in the clear, she stands and starts moving over toward where Darcy is with Marco. Is he, and you know, she's aiming, keeping a bead on him as she approaches. Is he, Darcy, is he
very good Mark's person?
Was that him or you?
No, that's Hans. That's Hans saying, you are very good at what you're doing. Marco is not moving at all. There is a bullet hole that has gone right in underneath his armpit. And it is definitely the sort of shot that you would say is fatal.
I don't think Darcy's realized yet. She's still in like a bit of a frenzy of adrenaline. She's still got her wings out. She's still got that very demonic look. She's sort of literally hitting, just like, wake up, I'm not done. And she's just sort of like holding on to, and she's gripping onto him And I think she slowly realizes it and just like, no, 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 no. And she stands up and backs away. And she probably starts to get a bit smaller again. Not fully transformed back, but she starts to get a bit smaller.
And Josie begins to back away with you, and she lowers the handgun. Darcy, eyes here, right here.
I'm like him now.
No, eyes here. Look at me. Are you okay?
As she sort of looks to you, like, this is exactly what he wanted the entire time. This, and she sort of gestures to herself as she slowly goes back and her wings start to disappear. He always did this. He always tried to wind me up so that I would go into this. Like, she's sort of like, it's a mixture of upset, but she looks more angry than anything.
He wanted you to defend your friends and keep terrible things from happening to innocent people? Because that's what you did.
And she sort of actually grabs Josie. She's like, I am a demon. Well, half. And that's the thing I've been trying to get rid of the entire time. But he pulled it out of me.
Darcy,
I think he punches the wall.
There's a sturdy thump and plaster crackles down the wall.
Darcy, you may be a demon, but you're not like him. You are nothing like him.
My parents are probably going to be proud of me now, as she sort of gestures down at her brother.
Is that something you want?
No!
Then
they're awful. Like, there's them, there's Gabe, my other brother, there's Uncle Lucy. I mean, he's going to be chuffed.
Darcy, and I'm speaking quietly now, so you really have to focus in to hear me. Darcy, if that's not what you want, then fuck them. You're not like them. You don't have to be one of them. 'Cause you're one of us, Darcy. You're one of us.
And I think she focuses and starts to try and absorb that. Maybe getting back to her normal size now, still got those very yellow eyes, almost very cat-like eyes. I didn't want to be like this, that, and points over towards Marco. I'm not like that, and they're always going to want me to be like that. I just want to take pictures.
That sounds great.
I'm good at that. Like, I mean, I can now get bird's eye views without the panic of you guys all knowing.
You're very good at that.
I'm scared of heights.
I'm scared of needles. It's gonna be okay.
I think I'll always be scared of heights. She sort of just leans forward and puts her head like on your arm. And just like stays there and doesn't move.
And I just hold her and give her someone solid to lean against, and for as long as she needs.
A muffled sound, just like, not like them.
No.
My family are gonna be so mad. I'm proud, but mad.
I'm going to be terrible and impose a time skip here. We're gonna fast forward out of Volpe, Ragno, and Moretti, having cleaned up nothing, taken care of nothing, just going down the elevator, walking out, finger guns at Lewis, up the hill, get most of the way there, and before you get all the way to Horoscoops, get a text from Bill. You all are at the Cone Zone for ice cream. There is a sundae they serve, which is as long as the table. It has 58 scoops of ice cream in it. There are 7 bananas, whipped cream, nuts, you name it. It's like, even all of you, including Amy, there are not enough people here to eat all of this ice cream. The mood is somber, and I don't know how many people are actually eating all of this ice cream, but Bill has been talking animatedly about the possibilities of anything really, and the fact that the bank actually took a check for $1 million gave him the weirdest look of his life, and on and on and on, and things are going. Agatha is texting Lewis things like OMG, he won't stop talking this entire time under the table, and like kind of on top of the table, because honestly she doesn't care. All of this is going on. Cameron's Aunt Tilly has walked over and just like patted her on the shoulder and walked off to do her thing. As we get near the end of the actual eating of the sundae, it's getting close to 6. It's like 5:30. While all that's going on, Cameron, your phone rings. And it's Jessica.
Cameron picks up.
Hey.
And leans to the group. Oh, Jessica calls. Give me a sec. But she just kind of leans back.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
Hey, you're still okay, right? Still, not kidnapped again?
No, I'm fine. Look, I'm not going to fight your friends' battles for them.
That sounds good. I think we can fight our own battles ourselves.
You better be able to. Werewolves don't do that, where you do a thing for your friend. If they're not strong enough to do it by themselves, they're not worth keeping around. You know?
I think maybe this is why you have 4 people you talk to, but we can get into that later. Maybe you join us next time.
No, maybe I don't hang out with your friends, but if you want to, come back to the apartment and chill or something like that, we can talk about this more. But yeah. Your friends handle their own stuff.
I think they can do that. And I mean, I'm going to be along for that ride too.
I mean, if you can handle yourself.
I think so.
I mean, let's see.
Yeah, maybe we find a dark bridge to fight under and see, werewolf versus magical girl who wins. I am going to have a lot of questions.
Hand your ass to you.
Okay. Oh, I want to see that.
Yeah, right. Okay.
See you later.
Yeah, she doesn't say bye. She just hangs up.
She never says bye.
I don't know. It's one of those things they don't say bye on TV. Okay, so continuing on, we've got all of this stuff going on. Let's get our fade outs. So Bill is sitting here. He's got this ice cream spoon dancing at the edge of the bowl. And he's like, I mean, we got to take that PR, right? I mean, we can't not go talk to Shepherd Poole. I mean, who knows how many lawyers that guy has? Josie, we have to go talk to him, right?
As he's saying all of this, Josie is texting. She's actually texting him and saying, and the text is just, still want that press conference, ? And then it's Cone Zone, 6 p.m., $250,000, take it or leave it.
And you get that someone is typing thing at the bottom and it says fine.
Got it all taken care of, Bill. He's gonna be here in just a few minutes.
Oh wait, I thought we were gonna go take everybody to the we can eat a steak whenever. That's fine. Yeah. Oh, here? And he realizes he doesn't have his tie. He's like, what? Oh, okay. So as Bill flounders,
yeah,
let's go around. Let's talk about Darcy. Darcy, how's Darcy doing with this big ice cream sundae?
I think Darcy sits there and picks at it for a little bit, like not sort of moving it around the bowl. I think she keeps getting, her phone keeps buzzing and keeps ringing, and the names pop up, and it's like it's her dad, and then there's Uncle Lucy that keeps calling, and I think she gets up, doesn't really make much of an emotional movement, walk up to one of the windows of the front door, frisbee it out, and then close the door again, come sit down. And like her shoulders relax and she sighs and just gets a bigger spoon and not the Knickerbocker Glory spoons, the big spoons, starts just digging into this thing and is like, if I can have any extra, this would be great, please.
Okay, let's talk about Lewis. What's Lewis doing? By the way, Lewis, when all of this happened earlier and you put the witches away and so forth, you don't have the thing where you've stopped burning. It's still happening. And you had to pick up your fanny pack and put it on and everything like that before it went out.
Okay. I think that Lewis is just kind of over this whole situation, and so he's more focusing on him and Agatha. And I think he's trying so hard to get her to eat a scoop of ice cream that like he puts, like he's trying to like give her a scoop of ice cream and really wants her to take it.
She's like a little distracted. Like you get the feeling like she's doing like 2 or 3 things at the same time. And when she's like texting at one point, she totally lets you just stick the spoon of ice cream in her mouth. She goes, oh, that one's good. And then she stabs down at the ice cream and hands something out to you. She goes, here, try this one.
He enthusiastically takes it.
She makes a face, of course, as you were trying to like eat this ice cream like a baby bird.
Yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so great. Isn't this so great? This is great. You got to admit, like this moment right here, it's pretty great.
Oh, you're so embarrassing.
Yeah, but I don't think you hate it that much, honestly.
There's this moment where the two of them are looking at each other and Agatha's like, stop. And then right across the table, Bill was drumming his spoon on the ice cream container and he's like looking at you now.
Yeah, I'm purposefully ignoring Bill.
That's a good plan. Okay. Sullivan. Amy has been drawing circles in the same pile of whipped cream on this Sunday, like since you all sat down, and has basically not eaten anything.
Sullivan lets everyone do what they're doing and lets Amy sit there for a while, and he just... I think after Darcy gets up and comes back, he just looks at Amy and is like, I know that things are complicated and you're not her, I'm not him. If you don't want to be a thing, that's fine. But if you'll let me, I'd like to get to know you for who you are now. We can have dinner maybe. I cook.
And she's drawing on this ice cream, and you realize after a second that she is writing on this ice cream, and that all of the things she's writing, this is some language that you can read. It's definitely not English. And she looks up at you, and she doesn't have that film over her eyes, and she doesn't look scared from him. She's just looking at you. And she says, what can you cook?
Anything
and you know I'm
want.
going to go out on that beat. I'm so sorry. You know I have to go out on that beat. I have to cut you off. My greatest regret is telling everybody it's 10 o'clock and that when it turns 10 o'clock, Horoscoops turns back into a pumpkin and we all let it go back its merry way and find out, ask ourselves what would happen in this next season. Where are people going to go? What's going to happen to them? How do they feel? If you guys are so inclined, do think about NaNoWriMo being in 2 days. And you could always write your own story about what happens to the Horoscoops team. At someday, we may see ourselves in possession of more stories regarding all this. My thing I'm going to do, if anybody finds themselves so inclined, is I'm going to share with the cast the prequel that I wrote to all this, which is totally ridiculous and is entirely self-congratulatory, but just in case they ever want to know where the plotting went for all of this. But man, I couldn't be happier to play with a group of people. It's been so much fun. And then additionally, the audience has been so great for this show. I've gotten to talk to people like Kiana helped me stab Mal. That was so great. We didn't even use it all because frankly, I'm just not mean enough. I need to take some lessons from Kiana on how to be meaner to Mal. Mackenzie has been enthusiastic about all of the different food choices on this, and I really appreciate that. Kelly named Sporty the dog. That was a major NPC, like multiple episodes on this show. I was trying so hard to wedge that dog in as much as possible. We had so many good collaborations. And just in general, like, this has been a lot of fun. So I'm Hans. There will be some stuff going on in the outros and so forth. I do have to kick on the Wicked Good Horoscopes theme song, and we're going to have a chance for it to pass around to Sarah. So Sarah.
Oh, thank you so much for being able to play with all of y'all. This is absolutely wonderful. I want to tell everyone all my favorite parts and like do an itemized list of one for each episode that we've done. But I think I'll just go out on saying my favorite is Hans rousing us for making a bad choice about making a ban magic and calling it a spooky pirate ship ban. Thank you, everyone.
Love that. We're going to go around to Allison.
That Alice or
still
Allison?
Allison.
That's
I
me.
go clockwise.
Got it. Yeah, wow. I love these characters and the NPCs. I love this world and this story that we've made. I'm going to have tons of fun imagining futures for them. It's just been a real joy. I'm so grateful for all of you and for our audience. I'm so grateful for the Academy and what it represents and what it means to so many of us in this community. Just my heart is just really full of gratitude for the community that kind of has gathered around this place and this story. And please let me know. And this goes for everybody who's listening, everyone within the sound of my voice. I got some big life changes coming up in the next couple of months, but hit me up in January because I am looking to tell stories and evoke emotions that just adds so much joy to my life. That's all. Thank you, everyone.
Good stuff. Okay, Alice, you're up. By the way, Alice has a great Patreon.
Every week. What am I going to do
Every
now?
week.
You can't promote it for me every week because I'm going to forget now.
I have Twitter. I'm fine.
I loved this game so much, and again, like Alison said, I kind of want to see where they go. If we ever get the opportunity to do a second season, I'd love to do it. I wrote so much backstory for Darcy. I think the most I've ever written for a character, and it's ridiculous how much I wrote for this character. But I loved the group. I loved all the characters melding together and just the world itself. And Hans, your NPCs. I think I'm in love with every single NPC you've ever made. Every awkward one, yeah. And I love that I get to talk cats with them as well.
Yes.
I get to talk cats with them as well. Yeah, I just loved this so much, and I love this group, and I can't wait for us all to play together at some point soon. Thank you.
All right, we're gonna say hi, Sammy.
Hi. This was fun. It was a good game. Thumbs up all around. Yeah, I think I honestly loved how much food we all ate.
That's the real dream right there.
Yeah,
Just sitting around
I
eating
mean,
food with friends is all we really want to do.
yes. But yeah, that's kind of, yeah, it was good.
Good stuff. Okay, Mal, you're up.
I don't know what to say. I mean, everyone already said it. This game was great. Everyone was great. The chat was great. I love the Academy. Hans' NPCs are great. I loved all of them, but I am specifically in love with an NPC specifically, in case that wasn't clear. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to be back next season. That's all I'll say about that.
That's right. Now, Scrat has prepared a special video, which I'm excited to see. Lots of good stuff coming up. There's a Horoscope shirt. That design is done by Sarah. It is an awesome design. It's just realistically the best design ever. So lots of great stuff. And I think this is where we let Alice take it over.
Yeah, we have the Horoscope shirt, which is something I am now desperate to get, and I freaking want it. It looks amazing. As you said, designed by Sarah. It looks absolutely incredible. Otherwise, please check out our Discord. You can find the channel for this. If you've missed any episodes or just want to binge and rewatch, you can find the playlist on YouTube. Also, a huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, The Deck of Many. Check out their Humblewood that comes out in November. And also Mage Hand Press, where you can see their dark matter material used tomorrow in the finale of Argo 37. Otherwise, I can't believe it's over, but keep evoking emotions, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
We've got to talk about Sammy. One of the things that's fun about Sammy's openings is she has a way about her. It's just like, usually she comes out and goes, "Oh, hi."
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi, I'm Smallish Sam. I will be playing young Philip Guy, who apparently has gotten himself into a situation.
Sammy, help me. I've lost my mind.
I think that happened a long time ago.
I don't want to do is do what I did last week, and then like give this big hype for Sammy, and they go, "Oh, hey Mal, how's it going?" But hey Mal, how are you doing?
Oh, hi, it's Mal. I'm playing Sullivan.
Introduce character, Robin. Introduce yourself, Sam, and tell us.
Okay, hi, I'm Sam. I'm playing Robin. So, what Robin does every night? He's a halfling rogue, who likes to think he's a criminal, but might not be so great at it. Oh no. Hi, I'm Sammy. It's not my first season.
Okay, that was quick.
Oh, that's me. Hi, I'm Sammy, Smallish Sam. I'm playing Lewis, who has a place to stay for a few nights. So we're doing great. We're doing so great. Hi, I'm Sammy, Smallish Sam. I don't know, I talk about stuff sometimes. That's kind of my thing. Who am I? I'm playing Lewis. And he's just trying to get everybody into the best friend tier, especially if their name is Agatha. Also Darcy. He's like very determined to get Darcy into the best friend tier. She seems like she'd be a good person for the best friend tier. But yeah, that's all. Hi, I'm Sammy. I play Lewis. He eventually will find a place to live. That's all.
We're like cruising along energy-wise, Sammy, but we're getting back up there.
Oh, hi, I'm Sammy, Smallish Sam. I play Lewis. Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot already. It's a lot. So much right there. I mean, how much more could you need? Aquarius, Sammy. Hey, Sammy, how are you?
Hi, I'm Sammy. Smallish Sam. I play Lewis. That's all.
It is concise. Thank you for your brevity. That's perfect. Hi, Sammy.
Hi, I'm Sammy. I'm Smallish Sam on Twitter, and I play Lewis. And thank you, Mac. Appreciate it. That's all.
Oh, I love you, Sammy. It's so good.
Oh, hi, I'm Sammy, Smallish Sam. My air conditioner just turned on, so let me know if you can hear it or not. Or if you can hear it. I will be playing Gus T. Odian, the janitor here. And Gus is he's a dwarf who spent some time in the military. Felt like, I don't like this anymore. So he settled down for a life of brewing and being a janitor. That's all.
Oh, hi. I don't know what to say as the DM. I'm Smallish Sam. Do you want me to go around while you correct the things, Scrat?
Sure thing, that sounds amazing.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll be the one that everybody loves this in this session, in this game.
Oh, hi. I still don't know what to say as the DM. So I'm Smallish Sam. That's all.
Oh, hi. I did want to say, I don't personally have the poster, but I have a poster that's not with me right now, and I've seen it, and they look really good. They look amazing. Very, very high quality posters. Anyway, yes, I am Sammy. I am Smallish Sam. I will be the very benevolent keeper today, who has nothing hidden. No hidden agendas here. But yeah, that's all for me. Oh, hi. I'm Sammy. I'm Smallish Sam. I am playing me. And let's go around to the actual players of the game. Oh, hi. I'm Sammy. I'm gonna be your wonderful, benevolent DM for today. But yeah, you can find me Smallish Sam. And we will go around to the players. Oh, hi. Yes, welcome to the game that keeps me sane throughout the week and drives everybody else crazy.
Shall we go round and say hello to everyone? Kelly, shall I start with you, or shall I end? Sorry, Sam, I just Kelly'd you.
That's okay. That's okay. I feel like I've gone up a tier now.
Yeah.
It's the best compliment ever.
Best compliment? Okay. I'm glad that turned out that way. I would let you know. The whole, wrong. Okay, cool.
Sorry.
No, you carry on.
I was gonna say that also means that tonight you have to do the same thing to her.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll see. Yep, I'm Smallish Sam. I'm not straight off the plane from Texas. Nope. I'm just here. So, let's
just
go.
here. You're amazing. You're filling the room with brightness and sunshine and fear. Lots.
Oh, hi. I'm Smallish Sam. I play myself. I play the narrator, I guess. Sure. But yeah, let's just jump right in. Hi. I'm Sammy. I'm Smallish Sam on Twitter. Did you want me to start with the table now, or do you want me to do that later?
Let's do that in a minute.
Okay, cool. Yep, I'm Smallish Sam on Twitter. I'm gonna hand it over back to Scrat. Yes, I'm back. Hi.
I don't know what to say. I'm here. Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm Sammy. I'm Smallish Sam, the very benevolent keeper. And oh man, I'll lead it. That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm Sammy. I'm Smallish Sam. That's all. Actually, before I forget, at the end, I did want to give a big shout out to Kelly, who pretty much helped me write most of this campaign. And so when you guys get all mad at the end, go blame her. Anyway.
Scapegoating. Got it. Okay, right.
Yep.
We now know it's all 100% you. Hi.
Oh, hi. I guess, so are you telling me to take it away now? Oh, hi, I'm Smaller Sam. Are we saying who we're playing? I wasn't paying attention. I apologize.
I wasn't awake to remember.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna say, I'm playing Roger, the great human, oh gosh, it's early here. The flight controller. We'll see how well I do. I'm not nervous at all.
Welcome.
Hi. I'm Sam. I'll be playing young Philip Guy, the great photographer. Hi. I'm glad you mentioned that because I definitely would have never caught on to the fact that I still have a reroll.
Wasn't a low-key reminder. That.
No, not at all. I'm Sam M. Daz. I will be playing young Philip Guy, who is a photographer who hails from Germany, and has turned into a goblin and apparently stayed that way. And that was not just decided 5 seconds ago.
Hi. Yeah, I'll be playing young Guy today, who is a photographer / guitar player / sometimes amateur ventriloquist puppet. So, and is just along for the ride and has no idea how evil Kaio really is.
Sam?
Oh, hi. I'll be back playing young Philip Guy, who is the most knowledgeable person in the world and does not make any dumb decisions. Yeah, he's a traveling photographer who is the most adorable person according to Kaio. I'm so looking forward to all the adventures. Oh, hi, I'm Sam. I will be playing young Philip Guy this week as opposed to every other week. I don't know what else I was supposed to say, but I'm gonna just leave with that.
This week. Oh, hi, Smallish Sam.
Oh, hi. Oh, we're changing things up and going counterclockwise.
Now you've made that comment, it's going to be you first every week. I hope you're
know.
aware.
I realized this and I regret my decision immediately and not so immediately. I shall continually regret this. I'm Smallish Sam. I'm going to be playing Young, who is terrified, as is Smallish Sam. So yeah, good times. Can I go now?
Yes, by all means. Sorry, just a brief one. Sorry, it was right there in front of me. I thought I'd
okay.
better say it now, otherwise I'll forget later, and then I realised I interrupted you. And anyway, hi.
Okay, no, it's okay. I just forgot all my thoughts. I was mentally prepared, and now I'm not. I'm Smallish Sam. You can find me on Twitter, and every once in a while, when I have time, on Twitch, streaming Kingdom Hearts. But I will be playing young Philip Guy. And I'm very scared all of a sudden after everybody else went through their character introductions. So it should be fun, right? Oh, hi, I'm Smallish Sam. I will be playing young Philip Guy, who apparently has gotten himself into a situation. Oh gosh, that was so many things you threw at me. I'm Smallish Sam. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram. And last week, in a very not emotionally scarring episode. Okay, perfect, cool. I'm Sam. I'm on the Twitter at Smaller Sam. You can also find me on Instagram at the same thing. I will be playing young Philip Guy today, who is so unaware of all the things. Oh, hi. Okay, yeah, so I'm Sam, at Smaller Sam. I will be playing young Philip Guy today, who is not prepared for anything. Oh, such a lovely time, all the time.
Yeah, we met your granddad. Great.
You didn't learn that you were a freaky clone?
Yeah, you're
I feel like that might have been better.
You're
I
a
might
real
have
boy.
preferred that. Yeah. No, but I'm not. Wait. Oh,
You're
I
a panic
am.
boy.
I don't understand anything. Hi. I will be playing Barry Arthur Remington Davis, a halfling bard who knows all the things. Oh, hi. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at SamMDaz. I will be playing Tinker Taylor, the rock gnome barbarian who he got bullied a lot as a kid, and so he decided he was going to be nice and strong, and so you know, he's working his way up to that and just hoping to meet some nice people along the way.
The best, and so soft and nice, and deserves to be protected at all times.
Captain speaking.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm playing Captain Speaking. He's a Rothian, and he oh gosh, I'm sorry. I should have taken a drink of water. Slinga, he was exiled from his community, but he went to pilot school to you know, give himself a shot at doing something great. Anyway, I will finish my Emmy speech, and you guys can start playing the music.